Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the recovery addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
Nine out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican priest, Verbus Latino.
I think it's all working. I've checked all the buttons. Everything's working. Is anybody out there? Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I'm the Recovery Addict. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you especially to Abby in the UK. Abby UK, one of our great mods, one of our longtime friends of the program, says, morning, first in chat. Abby, once again, you have won the internet. It's been a while, but I think you remember what to do. Congratulations on being first in chat. I will say I tried to make a certificate available, a digital certificate available to all those who win, are first in chat, and I made it, and it's beautiful, and I tried to put it in my store for free, and apparently they charged me a fee to put it in the store for free. So I put it in for 50 cents, which is the fee they charge me. So if you do want to download, if you've won the internet before and you want to download your own certificate, memorializing your success.
Sarah Boone letter font or new suitcase.
Oh my goodness. I've got actually the channel set up with links to some of the merchandise, not everything yet. I don't have the mugs or the mouse pads on there yet because it's weird what it allows me to link. But we do have the hoodies on there, and it's on the YouTube store channel. We got it figured out. I figured out it only takes 10,000 subscribers, which we have to make, or 1,000 to make it happen, which we have a long time ago. There are things that come available to 20,000, but it's good enough. We're connected, and we've got some options there. So if you go to the YouTube channel and click on the store button, you'll see some things there, including the certificate. It says $1 when I look at it. When you click on it and open it up, it then shows 50 cents. So I'm not sure exactly why, but it's available. It's a high-quality certificate, suitable at framing. You get to fill in your own name. But that's how it works. Anyway, Abby, thanks so much for being here this morning. Also, looks like Miss Chris, woohoo, happy Monday, 3-month membership comment there. Thank you very much, Miss Chris. And Bella as well comes in. Good morning, my fellow addicts. Miss live chat with the whole work thing. Congrats, Scott and Recovery Addict, on your well-deserved success. Thank you so much, Bella, Miss Chris, both of you. Oh, and another one, Angie. Yahoo, another month to the best group. And thank you, all of you. It's wonderful to have you here. I appreciate each one of you. It is awesome. We do start a new trial today. New trial, which we go back from the light, heavy Gwyneth Paltrow case to another murder trial. And unfortunately, this one is a mom charged with murdering her son, which is just crazy. This case is absolutely nuts. It's got some things on here that I've never done before. We're going to be connecting direct to the court WebEx to get the live feed, which is good and bad. It's good that I'm not going to be hit with copyright claims every time I post a video. I got 15 of them like last week alone. But that's all right. But this way, I also have to be careful to make sure I don't accidentally talk in the court. Although we like being heard in the court, I don't like it when it's my fault that I'm heard in the court. So I'm going to be careful on my end to make sure I don't cause that problem, because that's happened before. Kathy just comes in with a 3-month membership mark as well. Peek it in before I have to go elsewhere. I'll miss the witty chat. Happy anniversary, memberversary all. Kathy, enjoy your heavy mod work and the other channels. You're going to do a great job. Looking forward to your return and spending some time with us when you are able. Thank you so much, Kathy. All right, shout out to JB this morning. I definitely will. Thank you, Sharon, for reminding me about that. JB, good morning. Ronnie as well. Hope you're safe. You're more in the middle of the country where the tornadoes have been happening, Ronnie. So Hope you're doing well there. Let's see. Hip Hop Flip Flop, Shirley Barnett, Sharon McDonald, Jeanette French, Jiggly Jules, Dallas Born Boston Bred, Toxic Orchid, Tracy Anzar, Pauline, Janet Matson, Minsky, Sunshine, Sarah is here, Not a Drama Llama, Pampered Glamper, Linda Hill, Denise Feldman, Ersland, French Fry, Ritz, Red Pen, Rachel Wood, Laura, Mac, Cachette, Michaela R., Ed Gein, let's see, Dallas K. Good morning, Dallas. Good to have you here. Let's see, Not a Drama Llama. We got you already. KX Star, Cachette, T-Rocks, Bobby Hansen, Pampered Glamper. I think I got you already once. Linda Hill, Hip Hop Flip Flop, Carol Lynn, Maggie Carr, James Peacock, Richard on a Globe. Good to have you, Richard. Good morning. Cachette, Tish, good morning to you. Tish Cortez, appreciate you being here. Bite Me is here. Good morning, Rebecca and Buttercup, both. My mic just wants to wiggle a little bit more than I like it to wiggle. Might have to swap it out for another one. Let's see, where did I stop? KH in South Carolina, good morning to you. Let's see, Golden Mom 513, good morning. Bobby Hansen. Let's see. Grandma Nancy is here with the cats. Good morning, Grandma. Shirley Barnett. I just realized I don't have my water. I don't have any water. I don't have my mug, and I don't have any water with me. I'll have to rectify this. Mev is here. Good morning, Mev. Said, just want to say Stauch is pronounced like Stauch. Stauch. That's one more thing I have to remember. Thank you, Mev, first of all. Okay, Stauch. Stauch? Stauch? Is it Stoke or Stauch? It looks like an auk. Stauch. Stock. I give up. I need another pronunciation guide. You did a good job, but write it again in crayon. Explain it as you would to a child, and then I'll get it. Missy Pants, good morning. Pampered Glamper, Abby, Red Pen, Scottish Lassie, also known as Karen, good morning. Diana Dude 420, Caruthers, welcome. Let's see, Sharon, Jackie Hughes, good morning. Don C, Debbie Wilson, good morning. Shirley Barnett. Let's see, T-Rocks. Uh-oh, we've got a buffer already. What's happening here? Let's see, no messages on the screen. That problem. Well, here's what I'm really happy about, first of all. I fixed the whole clicking and scrolling problem. It's working.
RA morning. Had 12-hour duty yesterday. Lots of time for court case watching. I was rewatching a day of DB trial when I saw a familiar face. It was Ms. Mueller, ZA, defense. Wonder what she learned.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Rewatching DB, man, you're a glutton for punishment, Aaron. If you're rewatching DB, but thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, it's interesting to see some of the same faces pop back up in court. That's a fun one. Okay, I'm off sync. Let's see. I'm on sync on my output. You might have to refresh your screen. My audio meter is peaking simultaneously with my snaps. Let's see. Where did I leave off here? Just 1 second. Okay, we had TW coming in with the Sarah Boone Letter Fund or a new suitcase, one or the other. Thank you, TW. Appreciate that. Let's see. KQD, good morning to you. It's 33.1 Fahrenheit when I got up this morning. We received just under 3 inches of snow. Well, that 3 inches is not done yet. I saw your weather report for Utah this morning. It was in the news. It made the news like nationwide, your news weather report. Your nationwide, the Utah weather report is making the news. I think that's the right way we should say it. There are some parts in Utah, mostly ski resorts, that are expecting 50 inches of snow by Wednesday. That's the 50, not 15, 50 inches of snow. A lot of places are expecting up to about 20 inches, 2 feet or so on the ground. It will be absolutely crazy. Your winter is not done yet. Now's a good time to start like a snowplow business, I guess. So you're going to be plowing snow all summer too. I'm going to need some water. I'm going to need some water before I finish this roll call. Okay, Karen Livia, happy Monday to you. Bella, Cher Bear, Stacy Lee, Let's see, Cachette, we got you. Oh, no, now it's not working again. It was working beautifully just for a minute, and then it stopped. H-Frame is here. Gordon, good morning. Can you get me a mug? And 2 more of these. The water delivery has arrived. Mug to follow. Lion and Lamb, good morning from California. It's early for you. Good to have you here. Danny Austin is here. You're late. I was late as well. It's all right. Michelle Johnson, good morning. Skittles Riddles, Dennis Maynard, Samantha Terry, VC, and Shatcher. Thank you. Got the red mug today. Thank you. Have a good day. See you at lunch. Okay, here's your ASMR warning as I have to get the water going here. Just realized I've left the window open to the outside world here in the studio, so if any loud cars drive by on the street, we're going to hear all the music. That is some good water. That is really good water. Okay, where did we leave off? Trying to get everything done here. Be Kind is here. Bay Pattern, Sunshine Sarah, Judy, Dean Sparks, Skittles Riddles, Michaela R., Paul Skibby, O-Town Chill, good morning from snowy Utah. James Peacock, Matthew Harris Law is here. Matthew, good to have you here. Miss Winters, Lion and Lamb, Twisted Branches, Keisha B. Let's see, Twisted Branches. We got T-Rocks, Jeanette French, Cachette, we got you again. We're just covering a couple times here. Randy Rabbit, Bella, KQD. Why is your audio not in sync with video? I see the red live dot. Is audio not in sync? Well, we'll do a quick check. I do not. Oh, I need to switch to a different device. 1 second. I may have a delay turned on, but it was looking okay for me. Let me fix it. Okay, wait for it. Do I have like 8? Nope. I don't have any delay turned on. It should be good. This is the regular. It might be a YouTube issue though. Is it livable? Bullwinkle Sprinkles, good morning. 80s Music Man as well. Carly, 196. Toxic Orchid, Carol Lynn, Miss Beezy. Let's see, we got Samantha Terry here, Lindsay Lynn, Franco, Red Pen, chats aren't on the screen.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
Sass is here with the UK flag. I can guess where you're from. Welcome, Sass. Gabriella, I'm off sync. Everyone says I'm off sync. Okay.
You're talking about stuff
I don't know why
that
it's
is
off
not
sync.
relevant.
Everything on my end is showing synced up. Ivan Victor is here. Sorry, Holly Henderson, Micah Ruddle, William Fagan. You've got me thinking about my my live stream now. I'm not sure why it's off sync. Tina P. Good morning. Let's see, VC is here. Love the ski school mug. How did you get that up and available so quickly? I've got my ways. It took a lot of Photoshop to edit that and change it. It's not exactly the same as it was in court, but it's pretty dang close. The problem was the color balances were just awful. I couldn't just take the video straight from court. Okay, Carolyn, Miss Beezy, I see you with your hands up. Carly, we got you. Seeing if there's anybody else. You're gonna have to raise your hand. Big Tires rolling in. Good morning. Loco Moco, good morning to you. Cope and Whiskey. Tracy Anzar, Pampered Glamper, Jackie Hughes, 80s Music Man again. James Peacock, Resonate. I just figured out your name. Resonate. Okay. Paul This Case, thank you for covering the trial. Happy to do it. Glad to be here with you this morning. Still waiting for the webinar to kick in. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm all set up for that. Shrink that down. Okay. Other people are telling me I'm in sync. So not like the in sync like the bands. That would be really cool if I was, though. There we go. Okay. Trying to launch the webinar. I already have a meeting in progress. Wait for it. Okay, still trying to get it all synced up here. We're going to get this set up. It's going to take just a second. Need some music here in the background. It still hasn't started. I'm a little nervous because I have to make sure I'm not out, putting my audio out to the world or to the trial more specifically. Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure this out. I'm almost done with roll call anyway. We're just about there. Let's see. Bella, got you here. DSN, Paul Skibby. Jim Bob, Planner Newbie Pro, KD214, Marilyn Villagomez, Copen Whiskey, Flobby Jobby, Weather Watch. Good morning, Thomas. Great podcast last Friday. Appreciate you. Sandra Donald, Michelle Morningstar, T-Rocks, and G. Marianne Malaro, Marilyn Villagomez, Randy Rabbit. He doesn't even know if the Valo jury selection stream is going to go live when it starts this morning. Randy Rabbit, anything Valo is going to happen starting as soon as court stops for the day. That's when the live stream starts. That's when the audio is available. They can make it available afterwards. Rosie from Tucson, good to have you here, Rosie. Horse Sheet and Bananas is here. Holly Henderson, toss me a croissant. Oliver's mom is here. Michelle Johnson, Ivan. Can't see chat on screen. Fix that one. Let's see. Lee, Diana, Angelina Knox. Good morning to you. Good morning to Heather W., who's also here. Oh, we got a new member here that just popped in. Niners Girl with a new month membership. Niners Girl, thank you very much for continuing your support of the program. Good to have you here. Would not be the same without you. Kay, Angie, Samantha Terry, Holly Henderson, Pamper Glamper, Judy. Looking for some more hands here. Judy, virtual juror.
Are
Christy.
you live streaming Stauch trial?
Yes, we are. As soon as it starts, and it's in Colorado, so it starts at I believe 9 o'clock. So we have a little bit of time before it kicks off. But see, Stauch is how I would pronounce it, like the robot does. But somebody has to tell me how to pronounce it correctly. Buzz Nevermore, Bullwinkle Sprinkles, Rolling Steady, Cashette, T-Rocks, Be Kind. Skittles Riddles, Oliver's mom, KQD, Donna G, Michelle Morningstar, Justin Walker, Gail Pett, always on go. No Daybell trial today. I wish it was live streamed. I wish we had access to that. Yeah, the judges said no. Heather W, Holly Henderson, Pra TV, virtual juror Christy. I found a stream, but it's not on the selection yet. Randy Rabbit, the court has ordered that no live audio or video should go out of the Daybell trial. It's only going to be made available for the cost of $60 per day at the end of trial. You can buy a copy. And And so you won't have any live streams. You might have delayed stuff, but nothing live. Bella, Paul Skibby, I got you. Michaela R. Michelle Morningstar, love from London, Ontario. Juju B, welcome. William Fagan, KD, 214, Dallas K, Randy Rabbit, Skittles Riddles. I think I got most of you guys here. If there's anybody else, I see Amber. Pronounced Stoke. Stoke. I would pronounce it Stauch. This is how I was pronouncing Stauch or something, but Stoke. We're going to have to spell it Stoke in my head. Let's see who I missed here. So Selena Wilson, live streams trial, the Stauch trial. Yes, we are, definitely. Stoke trial. See, I already messed it up. Blessings is here. Good morning to you. TW, Deborah Thurlby, VC Taco, Lou W, Randy Rabbit, Oregon Proud. Welcome, welcome. Sav's here. Do we know what time the trial started? I've got 9 o'clock is my time, but if somebody knows different, maybe if one of the mods knows different, please let me know. I'm constantly checking the live feed. It's probably going to start right when trial starts, and then I have no time to make sure that I'm not sending audio their way or something. Colorado Mountain Girl, good morning. Valsky as well. Bonnie Smith, Suzanne, Jen, Jane, Dear Girl, Shells, Samantha Terry, Loco Moco. Let's see, Jim Bob, Key N, Bella, Sin TG, Nova Scotia Skater, Danielle Marie, Goodman Law, Nicole, good to have you here. Baby Bear, Caroline Hikes, Carrie Arnold, Locomoco, Gabby Gabs. Love watching with y'all. Love that you're here to watch with us. Randy Rabbit, Toxic Orchid, Annie L, Bama Cat. Bama Cat's in the house. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Oh, I did. Keith Barnett, Susan Bond, Patches. I missed you. Sorry about that. Let's see. Bobby Hansen, man, weather forecasters lie. Mimi, not you. Good morning. Maisla, Jen Dear Girl. Good morning. I see you there. Amy Allen, Bonnie Smith up in Nova Scotia, Canada. Welcome. Rolling Steady as well. Sherry Marshall, Mimi, not you. Anna Drake, Marilyn Skoll. Soko Judy, Rolling Steady. Judy has to eat. I think, let's see, Amicus Curie. Brianna Lynn. So is Letecia trial starting today going to be the title of this video? Yes, it is. That's going to be the one. Sorry, I had to read that twice. It's a Monday for me. Karen 53, welcome. Yucky as well. MK is here. Leanne Wilson. I'm in California, so it's 9 o'clock start time. My time. I think it's 9 o'clock Mountain time. So you're going to be Pacific, which is 8 o'clock your time. Right? Kib Kitty is here. Sorry, I'm looking at my mod chat to see if there's something else. Let's see. Randy Rabbit, Bella, Nova Scotia Skater, Steal Your Heart. This is Susan Blankenship. Welcome, Susan. John Link. Okay, now did I miss anybody? I think I've got pretty much everybody. I've clicked on most of them that showed up on my screen. Backwoods Nation, good morning. JT Brews Crime. I wondered what was going on trial-wise today on Twitter. I should have known just to come here for my doggone answer. JT, awesome. Good to have you here. Love the stuff happening over there on Twitter. You guys are killing it. Marcia da Costa, that was South Africa. Little Miss, good morning, Little Miss. Diana Lee is here. TW, Leanna Wilson, there you are, Leanna. And Sear, Dauntless Beezy. Okay, I think I've got everybody. If I miss you for some reason, and I tried to do a very thorough roll call. Holy cow, they just updated. I missed a couple. Lil Miss, I missed you. Kelly Seibald. Sass, I missed you. Jujubee. What trial today? We're going to watch Letecia Stoke. Katerina Scarcella. You missed Stoke. Judy, got you there. Kelly Harper. Van, good morning. I was early and everything. What's the new trial about? Unfortunately, murder. A mother accused of murdering her son, 11-year-old son, and dumping his body under a freeway. Yeah. It's not a good one. I think we may have, and my understanding from what I've been studying about the case, which has not been a lot because I sort of want to watch it as the jury sees it, is that we may have a NGI plea, not guilty by way of insanity. We've had two experts analyze the defendant to see if she's sane. The first one said she is. The second one said she is not. And I think the second one was just like last week that broke. Flobby Jobby just gifted 1 membership, and that went to a well-deserving person whose name I cannot find at this time. Oh, there it is. Maisla, congratulations, and thank you, Flobby Jobby, for your generous donation. Mustang Guy 79 is here, late. Jen Hoff as well. Lisa Dempsey, good morning. Rena Marr. Ooh, was this happening? Is this? Why does it not remember me? Webinar hasn't started yet. It just popped up. It's like, sign in. And then it's like, oh, it hasn't started. Never mind. Okay, let's see. What Proud Aussie Nan, first time here. Good morning. Can't wait for the trial to start. Thank you, Proud Aussie Nan, for being here. Melody Games. Stepmom. Yes, this woman is evil, says Wildfire. Jill Ballard. Good morning. Leanna Wilson, how do I become a member? There are a couple ways. The easiest way is to click this link and to turn the setting to on to accept gifts on this channel, and then you wait. And if someone gives a membership and YouTube deems you worthy, you receive a membership. Otherwise, you can click the join button on the screen. It's usually easier on a computer than on a phone, but that's an option. What time does trial start? I think it's 9 o'clock. We've got some time to get ready, Missy. Sabina B is a stepson, stepmother, step monster. What is Wildfire? The Broken Baker. Hello from. My geography teacher would kill me. I know this is Scandinavia. I'm thinking Finland? Sweden? Denmark? I don't know. I apologize. I should probably Google that and not look stupid. Lisa Wilmot is here. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Good to have you here. Kelly Harper, Michelle, Bella, Lil Miss, Bonnie Smith. I think we're all there. Tim Quitzow. Welcome from Denmark. Good to have you, Tim. Missy Baker, C. Susan Burkholder, Gail Pett, Jiggly Jules, Niners Girl. Not Norway. I know Norway's flag. Let's see, whose flag is it? 80s Music Man, Bella, Girl in Texas, Linda Hill, TW. Somebody has to correct me on the flag. Denmark. I was so close. Kelly Seibold, I apologize. I'll try to memorize my Scandinavian flags before the next live stream. Danish flag. Thank you very much, Tim. Appreciate that. Paula Brown from Seattle. Let's see. Broken Baker, Toxic Orchid, Dilly Pickles, Tag, Gabriella. You guys are just keep filing in. I'm trying to call everyone's name so we can get caught up. Collie, good morning to you. Frida B. I skipped you this morning. I'm sorry, Frida. Welcome. Good to have you here. Stephanie Willis. The good thing about this trial, actually, I wish every court case, every trial in the U.S. had the same media rules as the Letecia Stauch trial does, because it is wide open. Well, mostly. It has two rules. Don't show bench conferences and don't show the jury. And other than that, everyone is allowed to use the court feed, and they're giving me the WebEx. So as soon as I can test it, I would feel a little bit better to make sure everything was working properly. But that'll be good. Let's see. Leanne Wilson, I'm on my phone. I don't own a computer, so I've turned on a link. Thank you. Sounds great. Missy Baker, Louisiana here. Hope you all are well. You as well, Missy. Northern Vermont here, says Mildred. Welcome, Mildred. Tags here, Jiggly Jules. Let's see. Jennifer Van Asvegen from Ireland. Welcome. Kelly Harper. Natalie Lintz. Haven't been able to be on. But happy to be back. Welcome. Frida B. Morton Anderson from Denmark as well. Samantha Terry. Lorianne Percival. Nicole just gifted 5 memberships. Let's see who got these ones. Let's see. Natalie Lintz, Frida B., Mrs. General, Tim Quitzau, and Leanne Wilson. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Nicole. Way to kick it off this morning. Sav's here. Okay. I think Mildred. Is there anyone else I have not called? You can speak now or forever lurk in peace. I think that's how it works. Andrea Hills says, don't feel bad, RA. I once saw a vid where they were trying to find people who could name 5 European countries, and it was a challenge. One person named Boise. It's close. It's close, but a little off. Thought this trial was audio only. We're hoping it's video. They're telling us that there's going to be a video feed, but it may just be audio only, which will be very unique. Audio only for sure is going to happen in the Lori Vallow trial, but here we're hoping that we're going to have video. Started watching during the DB trial. You and this community are awesome. What is the hot chocolate you like? The hot chocolate, I'll post it here just one second. It is my favorite. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Just posted it in chat. Thanks for asking, Flobby Jobby. It's a great day for hot chocolate. It was a little cool. It was in the 40s here this morning. Yep, Steven's hot cocoa. Perfectly imperfect, Lisa. I missed you. I apologize. Let's see, Queen Olive as well. Yeah, Boise, right next to Sweden. Just one over. They were so close. Canned Laughter, good morning. Linda Hill, Court TV is covering opening statements for Letecia Stauch trial. I'm trying to see if we'll get them as well, because we're accessing the same feed system. Okay. Shrink this down. Make this a different screen. Have you ever noticed how fast you can type the same thing over and over? Yeah, my email address, I can type super fast. Faster than anything else, I think. Okay, still not. I'm still not seeing it. Let me see if somebody else has any live feed going here. Let's go. I'm not seeing anybody with a live feed yet. I don't think it's live yet. It's still too early. Tim says, question, where is the justice in not giving the death penalty because of age and giving a hearing after 25 years? Thinking about the Aiden Fucci case, of course. Your take? There's just, I would say, across the United States, generally, there's a strong feeling that the juveniles, even though they can get tried as adults and people should be tried as adults, they shouldn't receive the death penalty. And I think there may even be some Supreme Court rulings on this. I'd have to dig that a little bit, because I don't focus on a lot of the trials like that. Let's see. Lisa says Friday podcast was hysterical when you brought up the poet shirt and the alternative names for it came in bustier. Weatherwatch was controlling laughter for 2 full minutes. Yeah, it was a fun one. Hope you guys all got to catch that. Person had a wicked stepmother. My mother died when I was 4, out of the house at 15 on my own. She's dead to me since. Bella, I am sorry. That is awful. Apparently has 18 defensive wounds. Yeah, we've got there. You're going to hear there's stabbing. There's also a gunshot wound, possibly multiple gunshot wounds. Let's see. It's only 7:40 in Colorado. Yeah, we've got like an hour and a half or hour 15 minutes. Great crime movie to watch on downtime is Missing, the sequel to Searching. Watch both if you haven't seen them. Gnarly good with popcorn. Spring term starts today. Spring break went by too fast. Diana, what are you studying? Let me know what your major is or what you're teaching. Either way. Nova Scotia skater. I live in Texas. Many people do not know where Nova Scotia is. Life with Bailey. I didn't find it anywhere either. I think they'll be delayed since it's in Colorado. I believe you're correct. Will I have the same ISP when you get cable? KQD, no, I will not. I'll be switching from Sudden Link to Metronet. But I might need some help with my setting up my network from a smart person. I'm converting my garage into an Airbnb, and we're going to be renting it out specifically to traveling nurses. There's a certain it's not going to be on Airbnb. It's going to be on a different system just for traveling nurses because we have a lot of those in our area. So I want them to have high-speed internet out there, and so I'm going to run Cat 6E out there, cable, and it's going to be a wired connection because my walls have plaster and lath in them, and it's like a Faraday cage. I cannot get a Wi-Fi signal from my house out to the garage. So I need to wire this, and I want to split my connection, and I'm good doing that as far as the ISP is concerned, but I need to isolate them so there's no intra-network connectivity. I'm not sure if I need 2 VLANs or what. So a smart person, I'm thinking 6-volt bus. Help me out here. Let's see. Gabby Gabs, gotcha. Okay. Texas Val is here. Oh, who was this? We have AJ. Good news. I'm catching RA live. Bad news working remotely with a broken ankle. Oh, no. AJ, you didn't have to break your ankle just to be here. I'm sure you could have worked something else out. But what dedication. It's so good to have you. It was great to have you on the live on the podcast on Friday as well. Great to have you here. Okay. I thought there were no cameras for this trial. It may be audio only, which is possible. But if so, we're gonna see, because here's what we're talking about. No cameras for the trial was definitely the Lori Vallow trial. This one, I've got the court order from the judge, which specifically says that they can have cameras for the trial. So let me read you the court order here. Wait for it. Okay. Let's see if I can turn this so I can read it. Okay, so this is District Court, El Paso County, Colorado. The people of the state of Colorado versus Letecia Stauch. The order is called Order Number 28, Order Authorizing Expanded Media Coverage. This matter is set to proceed to trial. The trial of proceedings will be broadcast via webinar. Any observer of the webinar may capture any video or audio of the proceedings and is authorized to rebroadcast them with 2 exceptions. There shall be no audio or video capture of bench conferences, and there shall be no capture of any video of any juror's face. So that shows me that we have video available, and it should be put through the court system. So we'll see how this works. What somebody just let's see. How many trials have you covered since you started your channel? Oh, we the jury. Let's see. Somebody keep track. If I start naming names, and then if I do duplicates, don't count them. So let's do this. Let's do Daryl Brooks, Dean Cummings, Aaron Dean, Alex shoot himself in the foot. Alex Murdaugh. Let's see, the Border Patrol shooter, Border Patrol murderer. Zachariah Anderson. Help me. What else have we done? We've done Matthew Terry. He was the stabby down in Florida. Who am I missing? Mark Jensen, partially. Ice Cream Murder Man. Ice Cream Guy, a little bit. Little antifreeze. Yeah, that was it. Nicholas Cruz. Gwyneth Paltrow, obviously. Mark Jensen. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm sure there are a few. We've done like 10 or 12. It's so many, it's crazy. There have been a few. The Obsessed Boyfriend. Yes. Aaron Dean. It's kicking my butt. What was the name of the guy? Juan David Ortiz. That was him. He was the Border Patrol guy. We covered that one. Sarah Boone, sort of. We're going to cover Sarah Boone for sure. Run Cat 8 instead of Cat 6E. Cat 8 is... first of all, I need it to be shielded because I'm running it. It will pass by power lines, and I want it to be shielded a little for that. Extreme Downhill Skier. That was the Dean Cummings. Counted 11. Yeah, it sounds about right. 2 Alexes. We did the sentencing for Parkland, the Parkland one. Trying to think what else. Yeah, there have been a few. So great question. I probably should track them and write them down. All right, let's go here to. I've got to find a couple feeds. Okay. Let me check. Alexander Jackson, wasn't he the one that shot himself in the foot, Suzanne? He was the foot shooter. Heard the Boston guy's been charged with murder. The sick Mark. Yes, we did Matthew Terry. He was caught in his underwear, covered in blood. Let's see. Diana says, I'm going for a PsyD in adolescent psychology and a minor in criminology. That sounds like it's right up your alley. That sounds great. Stoke. Jennifer, I'm going to try to say Stoke, but I'll forget several times.
Let no dead horse go unbeaten.
I think I've got a few sounds that I've turned off on accident. I need to turn them back on, by the way. You love the merch. Awesome, Diana. Okay. I was Alexander here with RA. Let's see. I don't think we covered this one. Don't cover that one. Don, we can't cover the political trials because we do the whole pickles, not politics. Not that they don't deserve attention and should be watched. I think all trials need attention just so that the process is observed and is fair and is trusted by the public. But the problem is a couple of the political trials are just so political that we end up dividing against ourselves and fighting against each other. So we'll still steer clear of the political stuff for that reason. And stick to things we can agree on. Okay, it is right up your alley. I'm majoring in criminality with a minor in dismemberment. Ed, it sounds like you might be somebody that Diana's going to study about. No, it's Stauch, as in with the ow being painful, says Jennifer. Okay, Stauch. You guys you're making this difficult. Paul, welcome. Good to have you supporting us as a member. Good to have you in green. Make sure you take your seat and enjoy that as trial's about to start here in a little while. They say it is Stauch. Better know your youth. Good morning. Congratulations on winning the membership. Good to have you here in green. Yes, federals are never televised. That's correct. But we're not gonna talk about it either, really, because it just makes people fight, and that's not what we're about. We're a civil place where we like to get along and have a good time. Heard about a case where a teenager killed his mom and dad because he was jealous about his brother getting all the attention. The teenager was found not guilty by reason of insanity. That's, man. We'll hear the pronunciation during trial. Brian Walsh in Boston, charged with killing and dismembering his wife. Did they ever find her, any parts of her body, basically, anything? Laurie E., welcome to the gallery. Good to have you as a member as well. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for your support. They should show all the courts. That's my belief. Diana, I'm on board with this. I want federal. I want Supreme Court. Oh, man, I'd like Supreme Court arguments. That, for me, would just be fascinating. Gannon's dad does work with his church. I'm not sure if he's a pastor, but he sure sounds like one. We'll find out a lot about Gannon in this trial. Poor kid. Watching this makes you want to go back to school. Did the Idaho murder guy get charged? You're talking about the Brian Koberger. He's charged with 4 murders. I think we're still waiting for his pretrial hearing, which has been waived as far as the speediness of it. So I don't know. Somebody has the date on that. We talked about it last week, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head. Ed Gein is a simple country dismember. Let's see. Oh, man. Sundancer. That doesn't sound like fun at all. Let's see. Direct burial, Cat 8. Okay. I will say I've already got the it's not going to go direct burial. I've got another cable, another run that I'm going to put it in. I've got the tubing. It's specifically for light gauge or light electric. It's 100 feet long. It's going to work. My run is exactly from the side of my house where I have to stick the cable out to where it has to go in the other place is exactly 100 feet. Love to see the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is audio. You can listen to them. Yeah, but their expressions are just what I'd like. I'd like to see their faces and mostly the faces of the lawyers as they get asked really hard questions. BK hearing is in June. Okay. All right, we're going to have some music going here while I still have to keep checking over and over for this live stream. It's honestly my worst fear in the world that I'd screw something up, like big time. And I don't want to do that, so... Paltrow. Breakup Revenge. Spanish teacher murder. That's a fun one.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
I was kicked back, taking it easy. Let's see. Law and Crime's going to be following the Breakup Revenge murder, Florida versus Miguel Ruiz. I haven't even heard of that one. Okay, so we're struggling here. I still can't see anything. I'm nervous as I'll get out because I want to be able to have the feed tested. I normally do all the testing and everything beforehand. Open statements today. Some good music. Looking for the length of time we're covering this case, just to see how long it's supposed to be. Got about 50 witnesses. Deep breaths in and out. Thank you, Maisla. Yeah, I'm nervous. That's all. Just nervous. Carl, welcome. We're just we're kicking back a little easy here this morning, waiting for a feed to come available, audio or otherwise, from the Stauch case. Is that right? Stauch. Song needs a rap verse. Cashette, if you write one, I'll try to sing it. How about that?
Alex stole it as well.
Alex stole it as well. Lots of Texans chiming in. That's awesome. AJ, Roxy Girl's admitted to being an addict. Welcome, Roxy Girl. Thanks so much for clicking the subscribe button. Okay, I read an article that said it'll be 6 weeks long. I think that's too long for only 50 witnesses. I think that's. I would think it may be 4 at the most. But now that Sarah Boone got pushed into July, we can cover a longer case. 80s Music Man got bowling 182. Holy cow. And is that with or without bumpers? No, just kidding. 80s Music Man.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
Plainview, Texas. Welcome. Should start at 10. I believe it's 9. Let me. What is 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.? Gregory Warner. So it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time is what it says. So it should start in like 3 minutes. Is that what I'm seeing?
Alex stole it as well.
Not seeing it yet. Making me nervous. Let me see if I can join by phone. See what it does.
Welcome to WebEx. Enter your access code or meeting number. Your entry 25976558037 is not valid, or the meeting has not started yet.
The meeting hasn't started yet. So that's
Re-enter
right
your
number.
access code or meeting number.
Okay. So it has not started yet. It's supposed to be 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern is what it shows. It's 8 a.m. in Colorado. Hopefully they get an early start. If they wait till 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be here all night before they close for the day. Kim Riggs, welcome. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button. Hope you find a home here. 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Trial starts in 47 minutes. That was a few minutes ago. DW, is your intro music copyrighted? I saw a YouTube short and it was your intro. I don't remember the channel. It is not copyrighted. It's actually copyright free. I think if Weatherwatch, if Thomas is here, I think he has the name of it. You can find it on YouTube. If you're a YouTube partner, it's in the YouTube music library for free. But it's a cool song, as well as this one that I played earlier. That's on there as well. We've got all the music, even the sad piano. All of those songs are.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
Which helps because that way I don't get banned every time I play music. Okay. So it's 45 minutes until it starts by what I saw. I'm hoping the feed goes live earlier, Tina. Just in an hour of improv. let's do that. Should start at 11 your time. We have an hour. So let's talk about your weekend. Does anybody want to call in and say what exciting things happened this weekend? The burner phone will be open if you're up for that. Let's see. Morning's the final seating of the jury. We might not have... we're hearing that opening statements will begin after lunch in this trial. Okay. We're getting some reports of what people did. I have PTSD from the piano music. Too soon, says AJ. I'm sorry. It's not bubbling up. That's what it was. There it is, Weatherwatch. This is the name of the... if you guys like this music, and by this music I'm talking about this one. It's called Crixie by Volcath, or Volcath by Crixie, one of the two. But if you put that in your YouTube search, you can find that song, and it is copyright free. They allow you to use it across YouTube without payment. Anyway, so that's that one. Thank you very much, Weatherwatch. Good morning, Ivan. I wanted to see what you guys are doing here. So a couple of you had commented. Let's see. Karen, welcome. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button. Lisa says, anyone know much about the breakup revenge trial? I just noticed a live stream on it for Long Crime. Miguel Rios Lobo. I haven't followed that one as all. Christy, thank you for clicking subscribe as well. I was sick all weekend, says Pittsburgh Proud. Bummer. That's not fun. Doctor's appointment today. Wanted to stop in and say hi. Thank you, Mars House. Hope everything goes well. Hope you're feeling good. JT says, spent 4 hours in a mascot suit as I'm the mascot for the Richmond Kickers Soccer Club. I'm no spring chicken any longer. Recovery is much longer. Oh, my goodness. JT, mascots are crazy. First of all, let's see. Richmond, does it get hot inside the suit? I'm guessing soccer is typically played in the summer. Richmond, Virginia. I don't know what state you're in, but I'm guessing it can get warm and maybe even a little damp inside that thing. I cleaned off my back porch and organized it. Now my back is killing me. Take a break today, Diana. I authorize it. You still have to finish the jury selection this morning. Opening statements are said to be this afternoon, and they are not airing the jury selection. Never wants to replay that video for me. Which one? Which video? Oh my goodness! Somebody's saying that I'm getting some messages on the burner as well. Let's see. Here we go. Husband is in Africa. Pig had babies and it's been a hard week. I'm in charge of the farm. Baby pigs. Okay. 930 Mountain. Okay, we got some stuff. Is the burner off? It shouldn't be. Are you trying to call and it's not coming in? Oh, you know what's happening? I know what's happening. Hang on one second. My phone's not connecting to the burner like it should. Let me shut this one down. There it goes. Okay, now the burner's on. Apparently I had muted it somehow. Burner's on. Had to move out of my house for master's rental guests. Miss Beasy, I'm guessing that they make that financially well worth your while. Made a video of the opening statement called "What if court trials had soundtracks" or something like that. Yes, it's still out there. You can still find that with the snot bubbling up and the sad music. If you find a link, if one of the mods can find a link to that video, you can post that. It was a funny video. I thought it was funny. Times the trial start. The trial starts in about an hour, but they're saying that they might not be done. That they might not be done with jury selection until after lunch, the final jury selection. So that's a little twist that we were not expecting. What's the burner? The burner, if you type !burner in chat, it will respond with the burner phone number right here, and that goes straight to me. Beth said, absolutely nothing but watch the beach waves all weekend. That's what we all want to aspire to, Beth. That sounds amazing. I wonder what state, what beach were you at? New emoji. No, what's the? Those ones weren't mine. Those are just like YouTube emojis. I didn't make the nose one. Nose bubbles. Snot was bubbling up. Let's see. Yes, we're going to be Colorado Springs, Chica, for this one. It's going to be a hard case. It really will. I'll say that right now. It's going to have some tough things in it. Okay, I'm getting texts, but I'm not getting any phone calls. Let's see. Yeah, I'm following Fiero Nicole on Twitter as well. And she's saying that the final jury selection is happening this morning. Depends on how long. So we might not be able to kick it off when we want. So we want to take a break. Do we want to watch anything else in the meantime? Is there Thank you, Carl, for the burner. I'm checking the burner text right now. Looks like we just got a few in. Appreciate that. Hey, here we go. Amber, are you there?
I'm here. I figured I'd just test to make sure that the calls were working.
It was. It's Monday and nobody wants to be the first person to call.
Well, I guess I just broke the ice, and I did want to let you know I have confirmed the last bit of jury selection is happening first thing this morning, so it is going to be a little bit delayed.
Yeah, it sounds like lunchtime, maybe noonish. We'll get started.
Noon-ish, maybe. Yeah.
It depends just how long they're going to take. It could go longer. Could be a little shorter. So we'll just have to be like on standby, really.
I don't expect it to really take us longer than noon, so maybe in the next 2 hours or so. So depends on what you want to do. I can have the WebEx up just to kind of keep an eye on things if you want, however you want to do it.
If you could, it's not even letting me connect. I guess I have to watch until the join webinar lights up. That's all I can do. So, but if you could keep an eye on it, if you've got time, that would be great as well. Then,
yeah, I've got another device I can pull WebEx up on and kind of keep an eye out for it, so that way you can free up a window of the many that you have.
I've got a few I'm looking at, and a few more over here. But yeah, that would be awesome if you could do that. And once again, sure appreciate you. You're amazing.
Absolutely. Yep, I'll get it pulled up.
All right. Any exciting things happen over the weekend? I mean, half the country was like blown away in tornadoes over the weekend. But other than that, did anything exciting happen for you?
Not anything I can really discuss on live.
All right, and we'll leave it like that. I appreciate your forbearance there. All right, Amber, thank you for keeping an eye on that, and hopefully we'll hear news there soon. Not
a problem. I'll buffer and let you know when I've got some activity.
Okay, awesome. I think Law and Crime said they're going to have the live stream as well. There are going to be a couple places that are airing it, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get it. We're going to take it straight from WebEx, so we don't get hit with any copyright claims, which are just frustrating.
Yeah, the pesky copyright.
Yep. It looks like Dallas wants me to go to work right now and fix all my my audio commands that I turned off. I turned them off because of the podcast, and some of them just don't apply for the podcast. But I will go ahead and turn them all back on now since we have time to hang out and talk. But let's see.
All right, real quick, everybody, you guys can't get into calling into the burner because I'm on it, and I'll hang up here in just a second. But make sure, if you have not hit the like button and hit the subscribe and the bell notifications, make sure you do that. Otherwise, you won't get the notification when Scott goes live. And of course, liking the video gives us a little bit more exposure on the YouTube algorithm. So make sure you hit that like button. We've got almost 1,000 people in chat right now.
That's awesome. That's how our friends find us, is when we click the like button.
Right. All right. I'm gonna hop off and oh gracious sakes, that was wow.
They saw me turn the commands on and they all nailed it. All right. Thanks, Amber.
Crap.
Sorry about your ears.
Y'all.
We'll see you. Bye. All right, so the sounds are back on, and you blasted Amber with them right before she hung up.
Subject matter jurisdiction.
53rd Circuit Court. What's happening in 53rd? Give me just 1 second.
Let no dead horse go unbeaten.
And Alec Murdoch stole it.
Alex stole it. We've got Cook County.
For the record, I don't consent to that name.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. What's happening? Is something going on in 53rd?
Taking it easy.
It's particularly interesting. Is it just regular hearings? Where's 53rd at?
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
No, I think we'll pass on 53rd now until I find out a little more about them. They've got they have subject matter jurisdiction as well, they think, and they don't want me to use their stuff. But okay, I'll keep that.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction?
Have I ever observed a famous trial in person? Man, I don't think I have. I can't think of. I mean,
I'm not a cat.
The ones that I've attended have been like on local news, but I don't know how famous was. When I was attending, I was not into the news at all. I was just into court, so I'm not sure. I might have been one. I've been one where there were cameras, but okay. Try the burner again, Pittsburgh Proud. It's working now. Give it a try. Quick summary, DW. Stepmom kills stepson. stabbing, shooting, dumps body under an overpass in Florida. That's a quick one. What's this trial? I assumed you're going to be watching the Daybell trial. Daybell is not televised. That's the problem, Kirsten. We just have audio after the fact. So at the end of the day, they have the audio for the preceding day, and it costs $60 per day to buy that, which is a little steeper than I can afford. Eileen, for this one, a good one to follow is going to be Nicole Fierro. Let me see if I can put her in chat really quickly. So this is going to be a Twitter link, not a YouTube link, but a Twitter link. There we go. You did Casey Anthony case in person. I lived behind the courthouse in a box or in a van. Carol, yeah, that must have been crazy. Yeah, so Fierro Nicole is that's her Twitter handle to follow for this case, and she's been on the ground keeping us updated. She killed her 11-year-old stepson. That's pretty much it. Be Kind says, I'm famous in my own mind, and I went to both my trials and won traffic only. I've also done pretty well in traffic court. My best outcome in traffic court was I think it was my third offense, speeding, because I was a teenager and speed was, that was the thing to do. But I think I was doing probably 15 or 16 over in a 25 or maybe a 35. I don't remember. But I'd also, Highway Patrol had got me once, another city had got me once, and this other city got me. And so show up to court, and the prosecutor's just awesome. Awesome guy, knows the family, and he's like, hey, how's it going? How's the family doing? And I'm like, great, and they say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a plea in abeyance. And then he says, we're going to recommend that you pay the court cost, and then if you don't get another ticket in the next 6 months, then your entire record's going to be wiped clean. And so I'm sitting there in court, and there's all these, there's some drug offenses going on and traffic and everything. And the judge is like throwing the book at everybody, and I'm getting nervous, right? And he's just like, simple possession, 60 days, and he's like, I'm like, oh crap. There's, granted, it was just a speed thing, but this is like a third offense. And so they call my name, I get up there, and the prosecutor's like, Your Honor, before we begin, I'd just like to say we'd like to do this. And the judge, his mouth is like, jaw drops. And like, you're supposed to be the prosecutor, right? And he's like, yeah, I think that this situation, this is the best thing to do. And he's like, oh, all right. And they went for it. And so I got court costs. And then because I was traveling to England for a couple of years, I didn't get any speeding tickets in the next 6 months. And so my record got wiped clean because I was out of the country. Let's see. Mildred says, I'm kind of new to this channel. What are those random voices recordings that pop up? Mildred, when we're not watching a live stream, there's some sound effects that some of them come from some of the court cases we watch. Some of them come from just some, sort of like an inside joke on the channel that's been going for a while that can be triggered by viewers. And they're triggered by commands in chat. A lot of them can be found if you type !commands with an S on the end in chat. It will bring up a list of different commands that... right here. Lisa just did it. It'll bring up a list of commands. And if you type an exclamation point and then any one of those words in this list that's about to come up right here, like court, jury, addict, mug, burner, Matthew, Discord, all these things. Some of them give a text response and some of them give a bring the jury. A sound response. On the party one, I need to stop. Because I've got to shut off party while I still can. Oops. Give me a second here.
There's a lawsuit.
Party was a special thing. It was done just for my birthday and for the fact that, let's see, where is it? Party. There it is. Party is gone. Okay. It was just for my birthday on the 24th of March, and now it's gone. But occasionally we'll add commands as we have funny sound bites that apply to other court cases, and we'll use those between testimony. We don't like to use them on top of the testimony because that distracts from what we're all here to do, which is watch court, true crime. But it's good. Okay. I was a little disappointed that they're
just subject matter jurisdiction.
They're not done. They're not done with the jury selection. It seems crazy. Casey Anthony, Jodi Arias trials were crazy. Absolutely. I don't usually roll a joint, but when I do, it's my ankle. AJ, at least you can laugh about it now. Man, that's no fun. Time zone in the USA, we've got Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific. And then if you want to go all the way out to, the outlying non-contiguous states, you can get some more. Okay. Alaska and Hawaii have their own. They don't really share with anybody. Comments are not pinning. I turned them off so I could turn off the chat without making a mess of the screen. Tagged you on Twitter. I saw this wicked cool Pokemon card that showed up on your feed. That's pretty interesting. I think Thal is the one who's digging through cards and get rich. Is Letecia Stauch still representing herself? I believe Indy that she's not now. There was a time when she wanted to represent herself, which was the wrong thing to do. The saying you've heard before, when you represent yourself in court, you have a fool for a client, is true. That was not what she should do, and now she does have representation, which is a good thing. Let's see. Jury selection is going to be shown. Don't know how interesting or emotional it will. Jury selection has not been shown because of the difficulty in having a video feed with people walking in and out of the courtroom and moving around without actually showing the face of the jurors, which is one of the two restrictions the judge has placed on video from court. So it's not going to be shown. Heard anything on the Delphi murders? Delphi, other than the awful stuff and the arrests, not much. They're being very quiet about that. I haven't heard anything since the new judge was really assigned. I was hoping that we're going to have more access, and that hasn't really developed yet. I think it's because she's not competent. Girl in Texas, we've got competing findings on her competence. But it sounds like it's going to be an NGI defense. Not guilty by way of insanity. So with the Lori Vallow Daybell trial, evaluation discussion is going to go into the late evening. VC, yes. With Lori Vallow, their audio recording court, and the judge has ordered that audio recording cannot be live streamed. And so as soon as the audio recording is done, then they sell copies to all the interested parties at $60 each. And I think a lot of the media has gotten together and said, hey, we're in this together. We're going to buy one copy and we'll share it. so they're splitting the cost, and then they share that audio out. So it's going to be after the fact. I'm thinking basically the day after is what would really work best because it goes so late. She's already been found competent. She is crazy as a fox. The way she spoke to Gannon that day, blaming him for the candle incident and him crying in the background made me sick. Yeah, there's going to be some hard stuff in this one. Got to make a buck. The problem is $60 for an audio recording is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that in the Vallow trial, that they are allowing that recording to go out means that there's no benefit for delaying it. It's not like the jury can listen into the live stream where they could afterwards. If it's okay to go out in the evening, it should be okay to go out live. But yeah, I'm frustrated about that one. I think it should be live. I think there are affected family members and citizens who are paying for the trial who have the right to see that and watch it and should not have to fight to get a ticket to get in. Okay. I will say I had a friend contact me that I met over in England years ago, back in 95, 96, 90, I think probably 96. And he contacted me. He lives in Canada now. He's like, hey, what's up? And it was good to connect with him. Hang on one second.
Call from
Jason.
Jason, this is Recovery Addicts. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Just wanted to call in and give my best regards to you and your progress and your success in this channel.
Well, thank you,
I think
Jason.
a lot of people really participate. I look forward to it, and it's a better way to watch court trials and helps people learn, and I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you. What part of the world do you watch from?
Well, right now in Taiwan, so around the globe it's nighttime here, so I can stay up. Well, actually I can't.
You can stay up and then be dead tired at work. Well, Taiwan, that's awesome.
I've had a lot of court experience in the recent years. I've been going through a lot of litigation, and in the process I've been able to learn and now help other litigants who are dealing with what I've dealt with in the past: false litigation, domestic litigation, and pretty much a big mess. But it's sometimes my way of dealing with the stress, just to sit down and observe the channels, watch the court channels, and I really appreciate your work.
Yeah. Well, Jason, thank you very much. I appreciate you connecting and calling all the way from Taiwan. I see the long distance number. Hopefully this doesn't cost you a fortune.
No.
That's great. Well, thank you. What can I ask? What's your name in chat, or are you more of a lurker?
Jason Ski. No, yeah, Jason Ski.
Jason Ski.
And one other thing I wanted to mention was I find it so interesting is that there's so many things that happened, that so many things that we have in common, and it's like you did metal detecting. And there were a few years back when I was operating a metal detector for a company, and just different things that you mentioned in your life story. For example, of homeschooling. I was homeschooled, so awesome. I find that there's a lot of things in common.
Well,
yeah.
Well, that's cool. I've never been to Taiwan, though. You've got one up on me on that one. So that sounds pretty neat. I'm not much of a world traveler. Been a little bit to Scandinavia and Europe a little, but Canada once, briefly, airport only. I'm still going to count it. But
I know. We do that. Yeah. Wherever we go, we count the landings for refueling or whatever.
Yeah. Awesome, Jason. Thank you so much for calling in. Appreciate you. You've got a lot of compliments
You're
in chat
welcome.
about your voice and just saying hi. They say you've got a great voice as well. So,
well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the chat respect too. There's that's one thing I really appreciate about this channel. Everybody respects each other's views, even though we all have different views, but we're respectful toward each other, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Awesome, Jason. Thank you so much for calling. I'm glad you did. We'll chat again sometime.
Well, you're welcome as well.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. That is cool. I've never had a call from Taiwan before, like ever. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone in Taiwan. Been to Taiwan 3 times, says Lee. That's so cool. How did Jason call? Vinny's mom, if you type !burner in chat, it will show the phone number. Let's see. Wait for it. It'll show the burner phone number, and then you can call that number. And I've got it linked in through my audio board. So my phone, the burner phone right here, connects to the audio board, and I could just take the call and bring you on live to the air. First time for everything. Yep. So yeah, it's that painless. Anybody can call in. We do ask that you just follow the same rules as we have in chat. Just be respectful and nice, and share your opinion, even if it differs than mine. I'd actually like that. I'd like to hear a different opinion that I can think over and compare with what I believe and what I think as well, and maybe it'll change my mind. So yeah, so you can type this in chat at any time, and it will tell you the current burner phone number. The way a burner phone works is, it's a phone you can throw away at any moment if people are onto you, type thing. So if somebody like shares this and I start getting just constant spam emails, then I throw away this number and I get a new one. So I will always keep that little tag updated, so the current burner phone number will be listed there. You can call, you can text. If you are overseas and that is not an option, email is available. So you can contact me via email. I just read it once a month, whether I get anything or not. So if you send something and want me to look at it, just send me a message here saying, hey, I sent you an email. Just send it in chat or something. Yeah, but this is a fun group. Let's see. This is bugging me. My focus is off. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see. Just know when it's appropriate and what's not, calling into the burn phone, right? I've taken calls all day day and night. Like 11 o'clock at night, I've taken a call. I've got one coming in. Hey, here's a good familiar name.
AJ.
AJ. First, you make a surprise visit in chat, and now you make a surprise phone call. How's your ankle doing?
Yeah, it's in a boot. I'm like hobbling around my apartment, and can't go into work, but at least I can watch your guys' lives now. I missed everyone. There's so many new addicts. Congratulations.
It's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy the last couple months. But thank you.
Oh my goodness. And I can't believe Lori's starting today. Like 3 years ago, it felt like a whole different. I mean, I was in quarantine. I was living a different place. Like, oh my gosh, that seems like years ago. And I'm so sad we can't see it on TV. And I plan to actually drive over there. I'm in Washington. Yeah. But, the ankle. So, no, I'm stuck at home with bummer. You guys.
Good. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry to hear about your ankle, but is the new job going well? Do you love it?
I absolutely love it. Oh, man, that was a really good move. My last lawyer that I worked for reminded me of the I'm not a cat guy. Like, he was 78 and didn't have a computer, and I had to run Zoom for him. So that whole thing was like really funny, but kind of hit a little too close to home for me.
As your parting gift to him, did you turn on filters? Like, he's got filters on his computer.
Oh my gosh, that would have been cruel. Oh man, but yeah, I love the new job. Everyone's so nice, and it's a little different. My last law was like construction law, and this new job is like personal injury, so it's much more. It's more interesting. Yeah. So it's been fun, and I haven't watched any true crime. I went to New Zealand for a week, and then I went to France for a week.
It sounds miserable.
Oh my god, it's been crazy.
You toured the world. You're like, you lose your job. It's like, oh, what should I do? Oh, how about going on a world tour?
Yeah, this is a great time to spend a bunch of money.
Yeah. No, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun, but I didn't get a chance to watch any true crime. I couldn't because the weather was just so beautiful. I didn't have the heart to put on what's going on in the prison in California or something.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm so glad you're doing well there.
Yeah, and thanks for taking my call. It's so great to see so many new people here, and God, everyone is just so polite, and you just attract like the most kind, like interesting, funny people, and you get the random troll that doesn't stay for more than a day. They get bored and leave, and
some of those are fun
everyone
as well.
Here is so great. Yeah.
No, it is.
Everyone just hops on them.
This community is absolutely incredible, and I don't think it's not me. You guys in chat, like you, AJ, the way you treat everyone else when they come in, and they're like, they come in and they say hi, and everyone's like, hey, welcome, come on in, we've got treats type thing. It's just, I've never seen anything like that anywhere else on the internet. And it's not me, it's you guys. So when I say it wouldn't be the same without you, I mean that. You guys have made this just amazing.
Well, Scott, that's part of it, is that you're so humble and you won't take any credit for it, but you know that your good nature and your friendliness is attracting like-minded people. Like, I don't mean to say like-minded, that sounds a little too Lori Vallow cult, but but you're attracting what you're putting out there, and I remember when I first came on here, you were talking about a story about a podcast of a man who was just reading the newspaper for someone who was couldn't read the newspaper. He was blind, and he would just read it from like beginning to end and just little things like that made me like think that you're just really special, and everyone here knows it, and we all really appreciate you.
Well, thank
you. I think I've been on your.
I will tell you, this is the most amazing job I've ever had in my life. I've liked a lot of work that I've done, but I love doing what I do here today, and I know it. I know it because at the end of the day, I hit the stop button and I hop up and I'm like excited, ready to go for the day. It energizes me. I love it. It's so much fun. I've never once dreaded, it's like, oh man, I got to go live today. No, it's like, soon, should I go early type thing? It is so much fun, and just interacting with everybody is just, it lights up my day. It's awesome. So
it's so great. And it's so good to have a job that's not draining. It actually it makes your life better. And, and I didn't have a job for I think a month there. And, I still got up at 6 a.m. every morning to listen to your show. I wasn't sleeping in and feeling sorry for myself and everything. I was just like, watch the show and talk to the addicts and say hi to everybody. It was an important part of my life. I could have gone, I don't know about you, but I get really depressed when I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
Yes. And that didn't happen. You got me up early every day, and so
seven
I'll
months
always be grateful for that.
I know how that works.
Yeah. Oh God. But see, if you hadn't had that, now we wouldn't have had you. So it all kind of worked out.
Yeah, it all works for a reason. AJ, thank you so much. Please heal, get better. Not that I want you to have to go back to work right away, but but do want you back on your feet soon.
All right. Thanks for taking my call, and I'll see you in chat.
All right. See you, AJ. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. That's AJ. She's been also a longtime friend of the program. What do you get for a 10K audience on Tube? Color me abstract. Not much. that's honestly, that's it. Not much. The ad revenue that once you can be monetized, if YouTube shows some ads, like if there's an ad on the side of your screen, or if there's a skippable video at the beginning or something like that, there's some ad revenue. Most of the ad revenue that you would get during the day, like if everyone watches the ads and doesn't buy anything, in a day I might make $8 off ad revenue, which isn't very much, but if they buy something, if they see an ad and they're like, hey, I'm interested in that, and they buy, suddenly that becomes a little bit more. It might be like $20 or something, just depending on how much they spend. So it's not a ton. It doesn't add up. Honestly, your support as a member is huge for me. That's what makes it possible. So let's see. Thought trials were public, so why can judges decide they can't be? Nova Scotia Skater, this is a great thing. Judges have to balance a couple things, right? They have to balance the court process, the judicial process, so that they can proceed without interruption. There needs to be a fair trial for the defendant. The jury has to be able to, listen to the trial and follow along without, threat or anything else. And then there's also this public aspect where they have to balance. The public has a right to know. And so the judge is doing this balancing act. And a lot of times you'll see a judge who's just like, look, if there's no cameras, there's no distractions, and everything can work fine. That's not how the law is written in most states. Some states are a little more, friendly to just shutting cameras out of the courtroom. But generally, a judge has to say, if I'm going to kick the cameras out, I need a good reason as to why. And so they'll do a balancing act. And they're starting to balance more and more on the side of, we'll have cameras, but with restrictions. Okay, we're going to say we're only going to allow 1 or 2 video cameras in the courtroom, and then they have to share their feed with everybody else. That way, there's not a whole bunch of camera crews everywhere, just like the media circus. They have sort of similar rules, or sort of spreading across the country, where you can't have any lights on your camera or flashing lights to indicate that it's recording. You can't. No sudden movements. You can't zoom in on the jury. You can't show the jury at all. You can't pick up the audio of the defendant talking to the lawyers, or the lawyers talking to each other, or the lawyers talking to the judge, unless the judge allows it. And so they come up with these standard media rules. In this case, in the Stauch case that we're going to be following, the judge only has 2 rules, and it's don't show the jury and don't show bench trial or bench conversations. So it's wide open. But the judge does have the final say in the courtroom. Buttercup lost a tooth. Oh no. Let's see. Tiffany, welcome. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button. Good afternoon from Johannesburg, South Africa. Jacobus Fiore. Welcome, Jacobus. Good to have you here. At 10K, you get all of us. Yes, we do. Be kind. Thank you. We usually stream live trials. This is what we're normally doing. Unfortunately, we've got a trial. This trial that we're following, we might have to start later in the day. We normally start at 9 a.m. Eastern, but let's see. We normally start at 9 a.m. Eastern, but this trial starts later in the day. And this particular trial, even though it started, is still in jury selection, which the judge said don't show the jury. So we're waiting for a live feed to become available from this trial, and then we're going to be able to start watching it. But it's going to be a doozy. It really will. It's both good and bad, I think. Let's see. Still waiting for something. We're waiting for the stepmom murder trial. Okay, no live feeds yet. So we can do a couple things. We can either take a break, and I can start up again as soon as this starts, as soon as the trial starts, or we can talk about what you want. I don't want to pick up another trial right now because it's just going to be confusing. Like we could start the breakup revenge murder trial right now, but then as soon as this trial starts, we'd have to bail in the middle of opening statements and come over here. So we can do an early break and start again when this trial begins because we didn't know it was going to have a late start. Or we can just hang out and talk, which is okay as well. Answer questions. If you have questions, now is a good time. Check it in from Australia. Catatonic, good to have you here. Mustang guy as well. Minsky, the docket tweeted it should start this afternoon. Yep, after jury selection, as soon as jury selection's done. Megan Easton, welcome. Good to have you here. Panda Berry, what trial is the I'm just kicking back, taking it easy soundbite from? Great question, Panda Berry. That is actually from a... let me pull it up here. Okay, this is from a Knoxville County, Knoxville, Tennessee preliminary hearing or arraignment hearing, basically. So right after someone was arrested, they get arraigned. They appear in court on Zoom with a magistrate. And this guy happened to be, I don't know his name, but he's an older gentleman, probably homeless. He was charged with peeing in public, basically. And that one, we've got some sound effects from it. You're in on the web. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get it on the web as well. I see it there. Need to make sure I'm muted here. Just signing in right now. Just 1 second. Okay.
That the vehicle drove onto the lawn of a residence and tossed a beer can and left divots or left ruts in the grass, that did not happen. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. the 6 sentence down. 6 line down.
Mr. Radsbon, any information about that, whether it's first of all Simoniac or Akiak Highway?
Okay, I'm just getting into the link right now, and I think this is a different. Amber, can you tell me, is this a different feed? Like something else happening in the courtroom right now? I'm muted and I can't unmute myself. That's what I needed right now. That's what I needed to know. I'm going to bring in the audio here. Don't have video yet.
Your Honor, this is my report.
Oh, this is your report. Oh,
yes, I believe that was taken from the police report.
Okay.
Your Honor, just in review of the police report, the officer noticed the truck turning south onto Akiak Road and accelerated aggressively. I turned down to Akiak Road and continued to track the vehicle as I was catching up to it. I noticed I was driving over 80 miles an hour and the vehicle was still pulling away.
Okay, we're just hearing audio from the courtroom right now, so hold tight. I'm going to keep it going just for a second.
I mean, that's taken from the report, and I guess I'm going to defer to the report. If that's an important objection to Mr. Satilia, I guess we'll have to.
Okay, so this is clearly another case. It's a different case. It's not the Stauch case. You want me to go this? There we go. Mrs. R.A. says, hey, I need you to run behind the camera. Turned off. You might be in if you come over there. Let's see. Different case with this judge. May get to hear jury selection. Yes, that might be a possibility. Not going to see video, I don't think, but we'll hear it. Okay. Don't think you mentioned pickles today. I haven't. Pickles are something that sort of became a thing on this channel. Colorado starts in 15 minutes. I think they're finishing up with another case in the same courtroom right now. So we're going to be. I can bring the audio in. I'm currently on the WebEx with that court. So we'll bring that in as soon as we can, and if we get video, I can bring that in as well. Have you heard of the murder for revenge case? Crazy guy murdered his ex-girlfriend's 11-year-old daughter because she broke up with him. Trial starts today. Holy cow. Is that the breakup revenge murder out of Florida? The Miguel one? I'm not a cat. I've got that sound effect. Now, you guys were asking about someone was asking about the sound effect, kick back, taking it easy. That was this guy. Where
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
The magistrate, as soon as he heard what the charges were, he's instead of just going through the process of saying, "Well, here's your court date, good luck," he's like,
"You especially won't go to court if it's bullshit charges because you get them thrown out."
And the guy's like, "Well,
that's the bitch you have to deal with."
He's like,
"Yeah, you can."
He's like, "Yeah, you can fight it," and he says,
"By gosh, go down and fight them. By gosh, make them work for it."
So all these sound effects were from the same arraignment where the magistrate's just like telling this guy, hey, go get it. You can fight this charge. This is a hard one for them to pin on you. Even though you were down
in front of the Walmart,
peeing. But so hopefully the guy, got off on the charge and is still out and about. Anyway, all those sound effects came from that same hearing. Okay, let's see. How do you find WebEx links? I have some great help. I'll tell you this. I have some amazing moderators who are document hounds. The WebEx here, the link that I've got right here is I will say you want to be careful using a WebEx connection because not every court locks it down, and there have been cases where people connected to court and accidentally talked and affected the whole trial, like mistrial level type affected the trial. So this particular one that I'm in, I'm muted and I'm not able to unmute, which is okay. I'm good with that. But I'm connected via judicial.webex.com. So so it's going to be, I don't need this going. that going. It's Division 15 trial webinar is what it's called. Okay, I'm trying to get back to where I need to be. Okay, let's see. I'll be following both these trials, Vallow and Stauch. I'd rather take a break until trial starts than come back when it starts, because that way we'll be dead on straight with the live feed. Yes, that's what we're going to do, I think. I'm looking forward to watching Mrs. R.A. new video, Preparing Your Kids for Potential Bullies. I have strong opinions on that subject. Gives confidence young and giving kids confidence young and often helps shield bullies, in my opinion. She does a great job. We're discussing jurors right now on the WebEx.
Juror number 23 was in seat 11 on day 2. That may, you may be able to recall who this person was when I tell you the comment. He had concerns over the DA questioning on beyond the reasonable doubt and the 1 + 1 = 2 example. Said the juror is concerned that the answer that he gave has impacted his credibility with other jurors, and he felt compromised. He said it's on his mind and it may be impacting his health. Prosecution. I believe he was one of the engineers, because I think I remember the follow-up question of, well, what if the integer is a -1? So if you want a minute to think about that, that's fine. You have all the information. I'm not holding anything back. These are just voicemails that were left with us. And that's all he said. I can follow up with him and ask and see what you want to do after that. Okay. All right. I can do that. Juror number 28 has checked with his employer, and he said there is no way that he can be on a trial for 6 to 8 weeks. He will not get a paycheck during that time. I intend to excuse him. That would be juror 28.
I think that's the judge's voice we're hearing, which is fantastic.
I will pass this on for what it's worth. Again, I'm just reading the comments that I have gotten from the jurors. I'm not editing, so 1085. $10.97. Juror 29 said she contacted her employer and the issues with her employer have been worked out. She also says she's a volunteer for the jury and would rather be on the jury than a backup. She says it's better for the employer. Not exactly sure what that means, but you have the same information I have. Juror 32 says she's a teacher who has actual class on Thursdays, and the other 4 days is like she's a tutor online for, or she's in school. HR says if the juror works Thursday, then she's responsible for students all week. It's difficult for her to be in court 4 days a week, being responsible for keeping up with students. 4 days of jury service would be paid. However, if the juror does not work on Thursday, she's not paid for that day. She's trying to work it out, but she's not getting very far. I will follow up with her. That would be juror 32. Juror 53. Juror 53. I think I recall this person. She is a little bit older, and she says she contacted our division about medical issues. She has sciatic pain on the left side, and sitting aggravates it. She wants to stay active and help the pain. I think because of the sitting, she's concerned, and she requests to be disqualified. Prosecution, 53.
Yes, I wonder what she would say if she's reminded.
I'll ask her. Okay. Juror 41. And I recall this woman because there's something else I wanted to put on here. This was the woman whose son is in DOC, and she described that it caused her some degree of anxiety when she came into the courtroom. And she says she cannot do this day after day. She says court is an unpleasant experience. She says she's not been sleeping or eating since she was here for jury selection on March 22. And she feels that if she's in trial, she will have a breakdown. I have to admit that when we got to the end of that day and she saw that she was coming back, I remember her being in tears on that day. So I am inclined to release her. Prosecution.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to make her stay.
Mr. Tellini? Okay, I am going to release her. Juror number 63 spoke with her employer, and she does get paid for jury service, but only for limited jury service. She does not get paid after 5 days. She says then it's unpaid, and she believes that she would be unable to go without pay for that length of time of trial. So I will release juror 63 as well.
Question on 63.
I'm sorry. It is a male. I'm sorry. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. No, I misspoke. I am releasing 63. Yeah, he contacted his employer. I think this was the guy that said, yeah, I think I get paid, and then he found out that he doesn't get paid for as long as what he thought. Juror 44. Oh, this was the guy that called
This is jury selection for
because
the
he has a large truck, and I think we've
Stauch
got that
trial.
figured out. So I will follow up with some of these others.
Can we have a mod or somebody give a message that I can pin so we can show what what's happening here?
Well, he identified himself by name, which is how, let's see, 2702, let me make sure. Oh, we have.
It's going to start today, but it's going to start later, probably around lunchtime. We're listening to the jury selection. Thank you, Weather Watch, for that. I'm going to pin this.
This is, yeah, he's not in seat. Yeah, except that. Oh, got it. Yeah, right.
Amber did it better, Weather Watch.
Wrong chart. Okay, he is in seat. Whoops. He is. Where'd he go? I have 2702 as juror. Oh, there he is. He's in seat 17 on the 11 o'clock chart. So, and I think we got that worked out.
Yeah, I imagine once this trial starts, you might find jurors who think that they can handle the facts of the case, and this might be too much for them. Pittsburgh Proud, I love that model. I really think it's a good way to do it. Let me see if I can make this. I was hoping for video since we don't have any. See if I can make a screen that shows you who's talking.
Sure, I'm in the right place here. Working on it. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
So Gregory Werner is the judge. He's the host of the WebEx. He's the only one we have a feed from right now. Let's see. So when it lights up, he's talking. Thanks, Miss S. Miss S. Let it be summer. It's supposed to start today. They're finishing up jury selection right now. The judge is going through excusing some of the jurors who have expressed concerns of one type or another, and just getting the stamp of approval from the prosecution and defense. If someone wants to get off the case, there's a good chance they can, as long as one of the sides doesn't really want them on the case.
Okay. So here's what I did. The person who is currently sitting in seat number 6, that is the person that knows Detective or Sergeant Soros, where is it? Detective Soros. That person is excused. The person sitting in seat 9 is excused. I will follow up with person in seat 18 regarding court care. Person in seat 23 is the one that was asking the DA, or that had a comment about the DA questioning on beyond a reasonable doubt and feels that his credibility has been impacted and it's on his mind. I will do a follow-up question with him. Juror 28 is being excused as a result of work issues. Juror 29, you can follow up if you want to. That's the person that said they've got it worked out with their employer. I will also follow up with
I've got to jump up and close the window to my studio. Lots
juror
of trucks are driving
in
by.
seat
Hang on.
32 that has sciatica issues, and see if standing and all of that will help her. Or no, that's not that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not the sciatica. Sciatica is the next one. This is the one that has the work issues as the teacher. And that is, she is in seat 32 currently. The next one.
Just sent a super sticker with 5.
1605.
Thank you, WFO Carter 84. Appreciate the super sticker.
Juror 53 is the one with the sciatica issues.
Yeah.
I'll follow up.
Sciatic nerve issues.
Juror 41 is being excused.
Can you imagine having to sit for 6 weeks in a trial if you've got nerve issues like that? Oh my goodness. Hopefully they get excused. Or
Juror 63 is also being excused. So people that I have being excused, excuse me, are jurors 6, 9, 28, 41, 63, with follow-up to jurors 23, 32, and 53. Does that answer your question, Mr. Young?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Anything from the defense?
Because on 18, were you going to present a follow-up on the course care?
Yes. Yes. The only
Engineer.
that is seat number 23, and I will follow up with him to see what he's talking. He says this issue is on his mind and it may be impacting his health. I don't know what he means by that.
I am on the East Coast. I'm in North Carolina.
So that's where we are. Go ahead and bring him in. Oh, okay.
Just so that we understand how this is going to work.
Sure.
Are we going to designate which seats are all? And how are they going to fill in gaps that end up on this box?
Okay, wherever, the best way to think about this is once we have our 50 that you can start exercising peremptories on. And I don't know whether that's going to be this morning or this afternoon. But it's fair that you be able to look at everybody so you know who the pool is. So we got the pool, and everybody that is there, and none of those people are going to be excused. So what will happen then is you can exercise your peremptories anywhere in the room. And the best way to describe it in this case, the highest seat number jurors, the last 6 are going to be your alternates. That makes sense?
13 through 18.
No, step up here and I'll show you. It's a little bit easier to show you. So let's assume everybody is here. 'Cause we have, let's assume everybody's here, including the strikes, because I'm not going to send really anybody out. Well, no, say I excuse these people. So I excuse these 4. So these seats are vacant, right? So by default, all these people slide down. So this person then takes this chair if they're selected. So you can use your 16 anywhere that you want. And then let's assume that these are your last 6 jurors chosen along here. Those are going to be your alternates, with this being alternate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Assuming they end up down here.
Correct.
Assuming
Assuming that they end up in the box. Right.
Yeah.
Does that?
And then they're just going to snake in. So this will person
Right.
go here.
Everybody's going to slide down.
Yeah, they'll come up.
Okay.
Yep. Does that, anybody have any questions? Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Not that record's going to help a bit, but we had it and they had the diagram. So there we are. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to take up from the prosecution?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Anything else we need to take up?
I don't know if you want to do this now or when we get before we do opening, but we intend to dismiss count 3, which is abuse count. And so for
they're dismissing count 3.
Right.
With, child abuse, knowing first degree child under 12 was originally count 1. Child abuse resulting in death was count 2. That was done before Gannon's remains were found. Once Gannon's remains were found, and we got more evidence on the scene. And then count 3 doesn't really fit. So we'll be dismissing count 3, going forward on counts 1 and 2.
Let's do that before openings. That would make more sense. Yeah. Nope. I appreciate that. Anything else from the prosecution? From the defense, Mr. Tellini or Mr. Cook?
I'll do it before. I do have a motion regarding I'm maintaining my position regarding the changes. I can either do it now or.
Let's wait until after. We'll do it just before opening statements. Does that work? Okay. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and bring him in.
I think we are going to have video. It may not be through WebEx, but if we have to get video from another source, we'll do that. But we're keeping an eye out. There are a couple places who say they're going to be live streaming it, so we're going to keep an eye out for that. The judge has given wide authority for the media of all types to rebroadcast audio and video from the courtroom, so it should be readily available for us.
No, but it seems to be working, and that's all that counts.
I need to look at what the charges were. I couldn't hear what the third charge was. They said the third charge was filed before they had the body or something. That's what it sounded like, so I need to see what that is. If somebody has that, let me know. So they're bringing in 50 jurors, is my understanding. We're going to start hearing some strikes as each side tries to remove jurors that they think would not be sympathetic to their cause. Toxic, that's my understanding as well. Jury selection audio only because of the difficulty in providing video that doesn't show any jurors. And then once the jury is selected and seated nicely in their little box, then we'll have video. Yes, we do have some similar characteristics, speaking styles and pitch. She's charged with first-degree murder, child abuse resulting in death, and tampering with a deceased human being. Jury selection started on the 20th of March, by the way. That's my understanding. It was expected to take 2 weeks, so hopefully we're going to be able to wrap it up today. I don't know if they got in trouble. I know it was mentioned that they panned over across the jury after the verdict because we were live streaming and we were using the same feed. And so we got to see them as well. As the problem was in the Murdaugh case, after he was convicted, the judge instantly said, "Hey, take him away." And the camera followed Mr. Murdaugh as he walked in front of the jury. And then as they left, they panned back across and the jury is still sitting there, right there in the box, right in full view of the camera. So yeah, that was not good. Those are things that they need to know better. They shouldn't do that.
Instead of the benches.
Thanks, Liz. This is my understanding. You put it very well. Liz says, video will start with opening statements. There will be one camera on judge, one on witness stand, one on courtroom, no pool cameras, only court cameras via WebEx, but can be rebroadcast and recorded. I might pull up multiple feeds of the WebEx so that I can so I can use the cameras a little bit differently. Instead of showing like a zoom view, I could use them like we are doing here, or shift them around, wherever I want. But we'll play with that here in a bit. The judge needs to clear his throat. This can be a rough day for me. Liz, well put. Thank you very much for that. We the jury, thank you, by the way, for subscribing. The name Recovery Addict first came from my addiction to recovering artifacts from the ground as a metal detectorist. And I used that channel when I started live streaming true crime cases. I do have my own history of recovering from what I describe as a very extreme video game addiction, which just about cost me everything. And happy to be where I am right now, and just have huge support for anyone who's going through what we might refer to as a more traditional addiction recovery. We have a lot of people in chat who have their own sobriety benchmarks that we celebrate with them as they share those with us. So that's where it came from. It was not meant to piggyback or even make fun of or be even wordplay on the reality of addiction recovery, which I'm a huge fan of. I've been a support person in those meetings, and that will stay in those meetings, everything that happened there. But it's a cool group, and that's where my name came from. Metal detecting, I guess, is the short answer. Yeah, there's some states where, this isn't going to cut it. Just saying, hey, I wasn't sane at the time. Nope. Doesn't fly. Waiting for the jury to come in. So they're going to be seating 16, 12 jurors and 6 alternates. Brandy Churchwell's in the house. Brandy, good to have you here. Super excited for your big news with your podcast coming up. Can't wait to follow that. That's going to be amazing. If you guys haven't taken the opportunity, you might want to follow Brandy over on Twitter or on YouTube as well. She has a podcast where they're digging into another case that needs some light shine on it. And I believe, Brandy, you've got a personal connection, at least to the area, if not more so, on the case. So we can't wait to see what happens there on that podcast. Feel free to share that as well, Brandy. I've still got you as a mod, so if you want to share a link to it, that would be great. +6 is what? Did I do the math wrong, Pamper Glamper? Are you gonna at me for mathing incorrectly on a Monday? 12 + 6 is 18. I was pretty proud of getting that. I think I got it right. Wendy, thanks for clicking the subscribe button as well. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Do I still have my metal detector gear? Yes, Shannon. I have 6 metal detectors. So I might have a metal detecting addiction, is what I'm saying. I said 16. Oh man, I said 16. It's 18. I think it's 12 + 6. That's my final answer. I'm not going to change it anymore. I might be wrong, but that's where I'm at. So yes, I still do metal detecting, and it's a lot of fun. I love it. Hey, Lost Souls, welcome. Good to have you here. Jason, on this case, all I know is they've had two tests. Two different doctors have analyzed her or tested her. And one says she's sane and one says she's insane. Not sure if Brandy had to skip out. I don't see her sharing a link yet. Oh, there it is. Just sent the YouTube link. The 13th Juror Pod trailer. Yes, I saw that the other day. It was really good. Just one second. Give me a second. I'm going to post this on our video. This is Brandy Churchwell's new podcast that is, I think that's Judge is whispering in my ears. I think it starts on Monday. Just one second here.
Cue.
Yeah, because we still got that. This row.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Thank you, Judge Manning, for your analysis of the situation. Okay, so here's the link. That's to Brandy's channel. That's a link to the
actually proceedings chart. Not as easy as everybody thinks.
Looks like we're here now. Everyone's trying to find the right seats. It's important they've got a chart, and everyone both sides are tracking and documenting and guessing about what what jurors mean what, or what jurors will think what, and so they're keeping notes. That's why they have them in assigned seats and numbers, and so everyone's filing in here. Still in jury selection, Hannah. The voice you're hearing is the judge, Judge Warner. Oh, man.
This moment, counsel approach, please.
Thank you, Brandy. I am super excited. Cannot wait to listen. Might be another addiction of mine soon. I'm going to pull your mod status so you don't accidentally, ban somebody or something. But thanks, Brandy.
Council approach again, please.
Two-minute summary. We haven't really started. Basically, we have a stepmom that kills her stepson. We're talking stabbings and shooting. Body was dumped in a suitcase under an overpass in Florida. That's a 2-minute summary.
Good to go back. Okay. Court will call. All right. Court will call 20 CR 1358. People versus Letecia Stauch. Record should reflect the jury has returned to the courtroom. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
That was so much better than the last time you guys were here. We're gonna start out again, and I'm gonna have all of you stand and raise your right hand, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm under penalty of law to answer truthfully the questions asked by the court or counsel concerning your service as a juror in this case?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead and have a seat. I wanted to follow up because some of you have contacted this division, and I want to follow up and make sure that I have the right jurors and the right issues, and then see if there are any others that I may have missed. And I know that it's going to be a little bit confusing to all of you because the last time that you were here, you were probably sitting in different seats. And so we're all doing our best, and we'll try and get through it. So juror number 6 over here. Yes, juror number 6. I just wanted to make sure. You had said that you were, or you knew Detective Siroy, okay. And you were also close friends and know his kids well. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. And then juror number 9, second from the end. You were the one that was working the 12-hour shifts Thursday through the weekend. Do I have that right?
Ooh, that's tough.
Right. Okay. Juror 18 in the front. You had called to ask about court care. Did you get that all resolved? Okay, just wanted to follow up. And then juror... This is the right one. Just a minute here.
As soon as the video is available, we're going to show it. Right now, during jury selection, they've ordered that it's audio only. So we're only getting audio until they've got jurors selected.
I think in the back. Did you, on the end there, ma'am? Yes, that would be you. Juror 23, did you contact the court? Oh, whoops. Yep, you're right. Juror 23. I knew that. There we go. All right. Juror 23. You had contacted the court and said that you had some concerns. You said that after the questioning in the court that there was something that was on your mind, and you said that it might be impacting your health. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That's about the best I can do, Adam.
Okay. Do you think that that was as a result of being here and some of the stress that you were under here? Okay. Juror 28 on the end here in the front. You said that you had contacted your employer and are not, there's no way that you can do a 6 to 8 week trial because you won't receive a paycheck. You contacted your employer. Okay. All right. And juror 29, you had also contacted the court and said that you've got it worked out with your employer?
The jurors are not mic'd, so we can only hear the judge right now on prosecution defense.
Won't be that way. The way an alternate works is that you're here the whole time. Okay. Yeah. No, yeah, I think we have your concern addressed. Juror 32, you had contacted us and said that you're the teacher, right? Okay. And help me understand this, because the message that I got is that you only get paid for the whole week if you're working there Thursday? What is that?
Yeah, that sounds bizarre.
Okay. So we're good? We're okay. All right. Okay. Okay. That's what I wanted to follow up with. Okay.
Okay, just so you know, we are expecting to get video from the court soon,
16,
but not during jury selection.
Yes. Did you have a doctor's note for me? Okay. If you would hand that to Mr. Combs, please, and I'll get to that in just a moment. Thank you. Okay. And
the judge's name is Gregory Warner.
Juror 53, back row. You called and said that you had some sciatica issues. Does it help if you can get up and stand? And you're also going to be. It's not a whole lot better. Don't get me wrong, but the chairs are a little bit better than what you're sitting in.
Trial's in Colorado. I think it's in Colorado Springs.
Okay. Okay. All right. And juror 41, you had contacted the court as well?
Picture of him.
Striped shirt. Yes, ma'am. Yes. You had contacted the court and said that being here in the courthouse was causing you some stress. How are you doing?
He's like, not good.
Well, I remember when you got the card that had your report back. I remember that you were a little teary when you got that. So it was, and it sounds like it's not gotten better. Okay. And juror 63, let's see, something's not right here. I think you guys reversed those. Something's not right here.
Something's not right here. That's a good soundbite. Here's what we've got for the judge. If you guys want to see what it looks like. This is him. Judge, let me go full screen so you can see a little better. Sort of a weird picture. It's like compressed funny, but Gregory R. Werner, 4th Judicial District Judge. He was appointed in 2006, graduated magna cum laude from the University of Colorado in 1983 with a bachelor's degree in political science. Graduated from the University of Colorado School of Law in 1987, where he served on the Law Review and published an article. He began practice in Colorado Springs as an associate with a sole general practitioner. In 1990, he began working as an associate for a law firm which emphasized insurance defense. In 1992, he became claim litigation counsel for an insurance carrier with an office in Colorado Springs. He's had a number of jury trials throughout Southeastern Colorado Federal Court. He's argued cases in the Colorado Court of Appeals, Colorado Supreme Court, and the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals. So there he is. This is our speaker. Mac, that's an interesting question because in Colorado it's legal. Recreational is legal as well, but I wonder if they frown on you partaking during jury breaks. Big Tire, what I know is that Letecia at a previous hearing, well, obviously not during trial, but a previous hearing waived her right to be present. I'm not sure if she's going to try to waive her right to be present during trial as well. I'm not sure if the judge will let her or say that she has to be there. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks is a long trial.
Now this makes a little bit more sense. And juror 63, there we are. Yep, nope. Face matches the name. Works great. Okay. Juror 63, you had said that originally you thought that you were paid for jury service, and it turns out that you are, just not as long as what you thought. Okay. All right, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Still in jury selection.
When you all were last here, you were all qualified to sit on this jury. However, I know that circumstances may have changed. I've spoken with some jurors. Is there anyone else whose circumstances changed that I've not spoken with? Whoops. All right, juror number 4. What's the circumstance that's changed?
I'm currently having an issue with DFAS. Categorize me as AWOL.
Whoa. DFAS categorized
Okay, so
you as AWOL.
what is the issue?
Absent without leave.
So they categorize me as absent without leave, and so I'm not getting paid, and I have to go to the finance department that's only open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday to get it fixed, and I have to sit there and talk to them. I have to go talk with the JAG officers, explaining
he's
I never
military.
left, I'm still at my station of duty, and stuff like that.
Okay, we've had other military people. I think we may still have some military people on here. Why? What is different about your circumstance?
So DFAS controls pay.
Okay.
And I'm not getting paid because they put a blockade on it, and I have to go to them to get it fixed so I can start getting my pretty much my payback, all my pretty much the military has put a hold on my account.
Okay.
And I have to fix it first.
The judge is asking, why is there a
anything,
hold?
because if I don't fix it, it'll start a cascade of problems.
Okay. And is a letter from me going to help that?
Maybe. I have honestly no idea, sir. We're currently right now, the issue is I had a deletion of orders to go overseas, and currently finances still have it in their system that I was supposed to go there. And right now the fight is saying I got them canceled.
Oh, so that doesn't have to do with this case, though. That occurred sometime before, right?
Yes, sir, but still, as of right now, I have not been paid by the military, and I got that thing.
Okay, I think I understand.
So he may have a situation not caused by court, but because of a paperwork hang-up about him originally having orders to go overseas.
Anyone
and now
else in this group?
No longer. He may be excused.
Juror number 15.
I've had a dental emergency over the weekend. That's what this is. It's going to require a root canal. I haven't scheduled that. Or it's okay. But I don't know what's happening.
So if it happened over the weekend, it sounds like maybe you haven't spoken with the dentist yet?
No, I went in to see him on Friday.
Okay.
And he gave me antibiotics just to stop the progression.
Okay.
Schedule a root canal.
Okay. Okay, let me think about that one. Anyone else in this front row? On the end, juror 10?
It's fine, I haven't met him.
Anyone else in this group here? Anyone else in this group? Juror 24?
I wish we could hear these excuses. As you can tell, we've got a full range of excuses coming from people why they can't serve. Root canal, military AWOL status.
Okay. I think we'll be done by May 25. Anyone else in this group over here?
Ivan, you can try that one. I'm not sure how well that will fly.
Juror 39? Juror 39? Yes.
Hello from Miami. Thank you for the video.
Thank you very much, Flower Goddess. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Hopefully we'll have the video actually pulled up here in just a minute as we're waiting. Right now we just have audio during the jury selection. It should change.
But it's not scheduled?
I'm not a camel.
Okay, I'm trying to keep the audio sounds down just so we can hear.
Anyone else in this group over here?
Hear what's happening here.
Juror 40?
Seriously, I'd postpone a root canal so I could be in court. I'm with you, Roxy. Like, that's where I want to be. Dennis can wait.
What kind of work is it?
I designed board.
Anyone else in this group over here? Looks like juror 49. Yes, sir.
Yes, I did not let you guys know at the beginning that my homeowner only pays me 3 days of
Cakes Boo, thanks for the super sticker.
being a single homeowner, it'd be kind of hard for me to,
So we have a single homeowner saying he's only getting paid for 3 days.
Okay. Right. Anyone else back here? Juror 54.
The judge isn't going to let all these people off. Some of them say, hey, you know, I'm not getting paid. He's like, tough. This is your duty.
We're here. Juror 30.
Okay, so we can't hear the juror members because most of them are not mic'd.
As I said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 weeks.
So no Thursdays. What's the no Thursdays deal? Does he have something else? It's just audio for right now until the jury selection is over. Then we're going to get the video.
I've already spoken with you. Juror 45, I believe it is. Yes. I was going to ask about that.
I also talked to my boss, and I'm a boxing instructor. Only two of us, and I teach. I'm gonna be able to.
Man, I want to hear these excuses. I wish they'd mic the courtroom.
I just want to make sure I understand this right. Your pregnancy may be an issue for service here, but you're going to still serve as a kickboxing instructor?
Yeah, I mean, I can teach without actually having to do it.
Okay. Just making sure I'm following the whole progress here.
Your Honor, I can't serve because I'm pregnant and I have a kickboxing class.
In the third row there, juror 61. Yes, ma'am.
We are going to have cameras.
Else in this back group. Back. Juror 74. Yes.
Seriously.
Okay. And juror 75, you sort of went like this. Wasn't sure if you were actually raising your hand, not raising your hand. What's going on?
Man, I wish we could hear all these excuses that we're missing. You know, everyone's going to be unique. It does differ from state to state as far as jury pay.
All right. The last time that we were here, we had also talked about the publicity this case has received. Those of you who are here all said that you could put the publicity and other people's opinions aside and decide this case based only on the evidence presented in the courtroom. We also talked about the need to guard against exposure to publicity and anyone's opinions regarding this case from the time you were last here to now. Is there anyone who believes that they have been exposed to any opinions or stories since we were last together, and you don't think you could put those opinions and stories aside and decide this case based on the evidence you hear in the courtroom? Please raise your hand. Response? Do some checking here. Give me just a moment.
Hey, Pittsburgh crowd, we can open that up. We've got quite a few legal experts in the attendance here right now. If anybody, if any paralegals or lawyers, attorneys in the chat have an excuse that they would like to share, I'd love to read it right now as we're waiting.
Is there anyone that I've not spoken to who believes that they could not serve on this jury for the period of time, or either because it involves the circumstance that it does? No response. The people who have returned to this courtroom were all selected to return in this case because you all agreed that you could decide this case in a fair and impartial manner. Has anything occurred since we were last together that causes any of you to believe you could not continue to serve in a fair and impartial manner? Please raise your hand. No response? All right.
Okay, they might be able to seat a jury out of this group. Brandy has a great suggestion. Give your excuse to get out of jury duty. Wrong answers only.
Council approach, please.
My wrong answer would be other people coughing triggers my Tourette's. Would that get me off? I could say I'm legally required to live stream any court I attend, as long as the judge is okay with that. Following a different case. My psych eval is on trial day. That'll work. I need to battle for Middle Earth. Yeah, the quickest way to get off a jury is just to say, "Yeah, I can serve. I already know I already know she's guilty." That's the quickest way to get off. My crew needs me. What if we have I have a LARPing battle scheduled. I have to take my fish for walks. Yes. We heard that one, Flobby Jobby. Okay, Shar. Yes, we've got Stauch, Stauch, and Stauch. I think the judge said Stauch. Last I heard. Let's see who's calling in.
Call from
Ricky Watson.
Hey, is it Ricky? This is Recovery Addict.
Hey, bud, what are you up to?
Oh, we're just live streaming. That's about it.
Well, I guarantee you that. Well, I had a question for you right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how is it that old lady, or not the old lady, but that young lady says she's pregnant still teaches karate class?
Kickboxing.
Yes, yes.
That
I just wondered, next time I'm called in, can I say I was pregnant with an elephant and I'm showing my trunk?
You can try. That might get you out for a different reason. They might put you in somewhere else if you do that. So.
Well, I mean that's about, by God, about the same thing, you know.
Yeah, crazy.
Because I told you once before, I worked over 20 years in law enforcement, and I've heard some crazy crap.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, Ricky, thanks for calling in with your excuse. I wouldn't recommend using it, but it'll probably work as well as it could.
Well, no. I was a hacking on you.
Awesome, Ricky.
I just thought I'd get your opinion.
Yep. Thank you so much.
You know, us boys here in Texas, we get some crazy opinions.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing one with us, Ricky. I appreciate you calling.
Heck, yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Catch you later, man.
All right, bud.
Bye. Oh my goodness. I didn't know he was going to go there with it. Sorry, guys. Judge is having a little conference with the council right now. Just waiting for them to.
You stay in your seat until we get to the end. And then all you can leave is 155. But you're number 4.
Hang on.
6.
Linda, they're excusing people.
9. 15.
4, 6, 9, 15. He's excusing people right now.
Hi, this is.
Hey, Linda.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. The judge is excusing jurors right now. He's just reading off their numbers. As soon as he starts talking, we're going to have to turn your volume down. But
That's fine.
What are you thinking?
I wanted to give well, it was a true excuse. I went for jury duty, and at the time I found out that I had a certain type of seizure disorder. And so the lawyer looked at me and said, well, if you just let us know what to do during one, we can help. And I go, well, mine isn't that kind of seizures. Mine affects my psychomotor skills, my speech and memory. And they looked at each other, the defense and the prosecution, and then later they dismissed me.
You got out of that one. That's a good one. That'll get you off every time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll let you go.
Thanks for calling in, Linda. We'll see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. You might wonder why I know who's calling on the phone. Every time someone texts the burner phone and I find out who they are, I save them into my memory of the burner phone. And so when they call back or call in, I know who it is when I'm answering. So that's how I know. I use caller ID. Okay, so judge is still excusing people. We're waiting. Hopefully they can still, out of the remnants of the people who are left, they have enough for their 18 jurors.
I was trying to take a lower chair because my feet are hanging.
Not just yet.
Well, she just
Not just yet.
Just the chair, not the position.
Oh, you'd be in the same position? Yeah, that's fine. No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's all good. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah, no, that's fine. Perfectly fine.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay. No, it's all good. Yeah, so.
Yeah, just let him know you're a sovereign citizen and you only serve because you want to, not that they can make you. That'll probably get you out too. Yeah, that's what I heard. Can I move chairs? My feet are swinging. I'd like to be able to touch the floor. They had I think 60 jurors in this room is what the count was. And they dismissed a few. We could only hear a handful that they were dismissing as he walked away from the mic. But I'm not sure if, then after that, the both sides get to use their strikes as well. You can be half the jury, Rockin' Dawkins. You get the job done in a hurry. Tower Hill Girl, this is going to happen it is happening in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The crime actually occurred in Colorado and then also all the way over into Florida because the body was dumped under an overpass in Florida. I think first she killed her stepson, both stabbing and shooting, and then buried his body and then dug it up and dumped it under a overpass in Florida. On a trip, she rented a U-Haul. Yeah, a little bit of crazy going on. That's her defense, actually. Tornado warning, 10:47 a.m. from Weather Watch. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Fort Rucker, Alabama, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Unfortunately, this is something that we're going to hear more of all the way through tomorrow as we have another repeat of what happened last week. Just some crazy, crazy storms. So please, everybody stay safe. Be weather aware, as the experts say. Similar to the Sarah Boone case, only because the body was in a suitcase at the end, but the suitcase was not the cause of death, as opposed to Sarah Boone's case, where the suitcase was integral to the death. Red pen, you're going to get me in trouble trying to read that. Also, we've got video, the neighbor's door cam and video camera. That's Ryan Hollyall. Ryan Hollyall, he was doing a live stream with over 200,000 people in it. That is huge. That is unbelievably huge. So, Diane, the trial sort of started already, but it's still in jury selection. So they've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, I believe. Not every single day, but we're expecting that right around lunchtime they should conclude the jury selection and begin with opening statements. And at that point, we'll get video feed. Right now, we have audio only. So we're just waiting for that to begin. Michaela R., this is, they were able to identify the boy under the, but it was in Florida. I'm not sure about Las Vegas, as far as the Las Vegas suitcase. It was in Florida that the suitcase was found. It was there is so much money for storm victims. That is awesome, Wildfire. Watching that happen was just
All right.
cool.
Is there anything, is there any reason why anybody believes that they could not serve as a fair and impartial juror in this case if selected to serve? Please raise your hand. If you are in this room, you should anticipate that you will be on this jury. So if there is any reason that any of you have that causes you to think why you could not serve on this jury, please raise your hand. No response. All right, counsel approach, please.
Okay, so counsel's approaching. When they approach, the mics are turned off, and they're going to strike different people for whatever reason they want. They don't have to list their reason for strikes, but they do have a limited number of strikes. I'm not sure exactly the number the judge gave them. But hopefully at the end of that, there should be enough people in the room to seat a jury, and they'll just go up through the order by number and seat the jury of whoever's left. Teacher in Virginia who was shot by a 6-year-old filed $40 million lawsuit today, probably against the school. And I bet she's going to win. It'll probably be settled, is my guess. There's some big signs that were missed, almost intentionally. Oh, Letecia's a letter writer. Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do at this point. Oh, sorry, Beck. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do at this point in time is we are going to select the jury in this case. The jury is actually selected by a process of deselection, and we've spoken about that before. What that means is that you will see the attorneys handing a sheet back and forth between themselves, and when we get done, I will read the numbers of the jurors who will, or the numbers of the people who will serve as jurors in this case.
So for the visual, those who can't see what's going on, imagine that the jury has a large tic-tac-toe board, more than just a 9x9. It's got about 50 or 60 boxes on it. They're going to take turns marking things off. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Judge is practicing his numbers, and he's got most of them right. So they're going to pass the paper back and forth, crossing people off. And when they're all done, 36, 37, 38, 30. They'll have a jury. 6, 47, 50.
and this does take a while. I think what we'll do is, well, actually, for this part, we do need to have everybody in the jury room, or in the courtroom. So it will take a little bit of time. You can feel free to stand, stretch, talk quietly amongst yourselves if you want to do that.
Yes, this will take a little bit of time as they're going through. I believe they're going to start basically with the paper, and they're going to say number 1, and they hand it to defense, then prosecution, and they can do strikes, and then number 2, number 3. They're going to go through each of the jurors that way. Ooh, a little laughter too. WFO, we actually followed last week. There was a Sarah Boone hearing that we followed live. Video as well, if you want to watch that. It's on the channel. But she appeared in court for the first time. She hasn't been in many hearings for a long time, but she did appear in court with her attorney. Her attorney is...
I heard a voice somewhere.
It's B, Judge. I'm right here.
Hold on. Juror 20, yes, ma'am. Have they been given any more information about you? Was that the question? Not for me. No, anybody is, it's not uncommon that one side or the other or both will sometimes see what information they can find out about a potential juror, a potential judge even, and potential witnesses.
They're talking about social
but there's
media.
no other information that was given to anybody by us, by the courts. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Does that answer your question? Yes. Right. Right. Yeah, those questionnaires that you filled out.
This is in Colorado, Maisla. Colorado. Number 20 is sus.
Right. No, remember the comments that I made was that the court staff, the attorneys, and their staff will know who you are, but nobody else does. Because constitutionally, they're entitled to know that information. No one else is. Does that answer your question? Okay.
Thanks, Amelia. Good to have you here. So what the judge was very nicely saying there to that potential juror is that the lawyers are able to do their own research on them. They have names. They know who people are. They can research and find anything they want to about them. And yeah, they do. Shelby, thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. Good to have you here with us. Let it be summer. You still have to get the famous RA pickles from Walmart. You do. I can't believe you've gone this long without doing it. I highly recommend the spicy maple bourbon pickles from Walmart. $3.84. You can own your own jar of the best pickles on the planet. And Walmart, please sponsor me because I want free pickles. I've been watching this case since the night he went missing. Watched all the crazy she did between that day and now. She was aware enough to try to cover her tracks. Yeah, the cleanup, everything. I think it's going to be a hard sell for her to say that she's insane. Her actions were more very much aware. Thank you, Leanne. Appreciate that shout out to them. No death penalty in Colorado. Rockin' Dawkins, you know I'm going to have to try this. I think I'll do it. I think I'll try it. I'm not sure if I can get Mrs. RA to go buy me one, but I'll see. Cyberwriter, they are hot. They're spicy. I'd recommend them like on a sandwich with something else, and then the heat tends to be masked a little bit. But if you just eat them out of the jar by the handful, as I do, there's a visual for you. They get pretty spicy. Sweetheart. Annie says, Judge's whispering gives me flashbacks from former workplace. Employees had own rooms with doors opened. When walking in the corridor, I could hear 99% of them whispering to themselves. I've got to get out of here. I've got to find a way out. I can't stay here anymore. That's just too much. What were they whispering? That might be the sign. Hello from Cape Town, South Africa. Patricia, thank you so much for joining me from South Africa. Good to have you here. I bought a jar for my teenage son this weekend. He's the only spicy lover in the house. He loved them. Awesome. Hello from Canada. Heather, thank you for connecting from Canada. Appreciate it. What's this about pickles? Sherry, it has absolutely nothing to do with true crime. It's just I like pickles. And I mentioned that early on in the live stream when I first started back in October. And people started bringing it up. It's like, are you going to have pickles for lunch? And so I did. I kept eating pickles as I normally would. And someone suggested that I try some other varieties. And during that, I found spicy maple bourbon pickles. So I actually discovered them after I started live streaming. And I shared how much it changed my life because they're amazing. And then people started buying them as well. Just add the pickles to the grocery list. Judge, I wake and bake. Is that a problem? Maybe the judge is like, hey, it's all good. Just kick back, taking it easy. They are spicy. They are not like, it's not like ghost pepper challenge type spicy, but they're pretty hot. Audio of the Idaho case. Laura, I've been torn on that. I think I'm going to do summary videos of the Idaho case if I can swing the time. Because it's basically 2 full-time jobs if we're following this case plus Idaho. So we're going to see. I am definitely going to follow the highlights of the Lori Vallow case. Can I be juror 420? That's one of the questions they'd ask you on the questionnaire. Could you do this? What time for openings? It's not a set time. The court has officially started their window for this trial, and part of that is the jury selection. We're at the last bit of jury selection right now, where they're doing their strikes. So hopefully the two sides don't have so many strikes that they have to bring in a new group and go through this all again. Oh man. You got my hopes up. Can somebody find me a recipe anyway? I think that would be good. I haven't fallen for an April Fool's joke in quite a while, and I was optimistic about that one. I mean, the picture looked so real on the internet. I fell for it too. I saw it on Twitter. I didn't realize it was on April Fool's. I was reading it. I'm just like, yum. Thank you, Jill. That would be awesome. I don't know how to even go about doing that. I'm not far from Greenville, North Carolina. That's the home of Mr. Beast. If your kids are into YouTube at all, he's the #1 YouTuber in the world. Jason, that is too spicy for me. Way too spicy. I would die, like lung collapse type die. Heather, not a fan. I really am not a fan of the mango habanero. Maybe it's the mango, maybe it's the habanero. I do like habanero in my salsa, just not with the pickles. waiting for the judge to the jurors to be selected. We've got the strikes happening for both the prosecution and defense right now. It happens with just a paper being passed back and forth, so there's no audio really to listen to. But once this is all over, we do anticipate the jury will be seated, and we'll get a video feed from the courtroom, which we'll be able to take and join with, and then watch as we normally do. Yes, it's a top shelf item for a reason. They're really good. The Portland Trailblazers TV, the judge has said this should be a 6 to 8 week trial, which is a long time to sit in the jury box. Sleuthy Goosey, we will hear and see once they start. We'll get both. We're expecting a video feed as well as an audio feed. And as always, if multiple feeds are available, I'll be picking the best feeds for you so we can bring all the audio and all the action. Lost Souls, that is too much. That's too much. It would be cheaper to fly to the U.S. and buy a bunch of jars and smuggle them back over. CO, the pickles, they are at Walmart. You can also find them at Food Lion. They're both of them are sold under the store's brand name. So Walmart, it would be under the Food Choice Sam's Choice brand, and in Food Lion, I think they're called I forget what it is. There's just the Food Lion generic brand name, but they're both called Spicy Maple Bourbon Pickles. They're typically on the top shelf, and usually there's only like 1 or 2 rows of them. There's not a lot there, so you have to get there early and buy them out. Fried pickles is the code word on a Predator channel I watched to go call the police. Oh no, it's not a code word here. Lived in Wilmington. Now we live in the frozen tundra. We have regrets for sure. Regrets. Wilmington, yeah, is very different from the frozen tundra. Like the beach down there. I like some spicy food. My mom makes just an amazing spicy Indian curry that I love, and it's very, very hot. Let's put it that way. It's extremely hot. Other people have tried just a little bit, and it was like they were doing a ghost pepper challenge. For me, it doesn't seem that hot, but I can't do the ghost pepper, so. Jim Bob says, I think if you use a Wi-Fi router that has an AP isolation and stop them from plugging in wired, then you can isolate your guests. The problem is I can't get the Wi-Fi signal out to my guests is the problem. I need to have a hardline connection that if they plug in directly, that they cannot get into my system. What kind of pickles are y'all talking about? Marcy Lynch, we're talking about the spicy maple bourbon pickles, which are available at Walmart. Spicy maple bourbon pickles. Happens to be my favorite. They're hot, they're spicy, maple, bourbon. It's amazing. Do I have to type seat? Sorry, I'm new here. Laurie, as a member, when your name's in green, you have the option to type seat. What that does is it lets you move right up to the front row. If it works, let's see. Not sure why it's not working. Is the seat command working for everybody? I think you have to be a member for it to work. Let's see what's happening here. There it is. So if you're a member and you type seat, it welcomes you and lets you take a reserved seat on the front row. It just gives you a better view to everything, and you get to sit up there with your friends. Yeah, it's working. Chicken, Ugly. Chicken for my mom's curry. Fantastic. I need to fly her out here just to have her make a huge batch of it and can it for me so I can never run out. So the judge wasn't kidding when he said this is a long process. Waiting for the jury to get selected here. We could start some music. No. Any minute now, the judge is going to start talking. The audio is up right now, so if we get sound from the courtroom, it'll happen. As soon as we get video, I'll bring that up on screen as well. Right now, we just have this to show you, which isn't very helpful. Jack Spruill, he is actually the one who coordinates the webinar, the WebEx. So he's not one who will talk. Gregory Warner is the judge, and that's his feed. So hopefully when it comes up live, we'll have a video feed to show you here. Hey, Laura, this trial is about a stepmom accused of killing her stepson, 11-year-old boy, both stabbing and shooting the stepson. Believes she buried him in Colorado, then dug up the body, stuck it in a suitcase, drove to Florida, and dumped it under an overpass in Florida. That's just a quick synopsis. So Jim Bob, my network dilemma is I need to have a hardware router, maybe a managed switch, where they can't come through the pit, because I need a wire going out from my house into theirs, and anything they do on that side, I'll put Wi-Fi and everything in their unit. But if they do connect hardline to it, I can't have them come back through my switch and access the other side. So I need to isolate the two networks that way. But they're both going to be sharing the same internet connection as far as the outside. So I just need to figure out how to do that. And Wi-Fi is not an option. It has to be wired. It'll be Wi-Fi out once it's out there, but it'll be wired to their building. So they will have the ability to connect to the wired side. How to become a member. You are a member right now, Amelia. You may have been gifted a membership, but clicking the join button, clicking the little $sign at the bottom of chat, will open it up as well. Front row seat. It's unfortunately it's just a hard bench, just at the front of the courtroom, instead of having to sit in the back behind all the cameras and all the rest of the riffraff in the courtroom. It's a virtual gift. Obviously, my undying thanks is the biggest thing you get by supporting the channel. Lisa, keep the setting turned on to accept gifts on the channel. You'll be back in green before you know it. I do remember the person who indicated that they were one of my Patreons, which I don't have, but that was a little funny. Let's see. waiting for the video feed to become available here. So Law and Crime is going to be airing the same feed, but we're going to have multiple options pulled up here. Trial is Yellow Submarine. We're waiting for the jury to be selected, like the final numbers. Each side is crossing off different members and striking them for whatever reason they think is appropriate. And as soon as that's done, we're going to be beginning with opening statements, probably right after lunch. They might have a lunch break first. Okay, just got some texts here. Let's check the burner phone, see what you guys are saying. Okay. Sister wants to know which channel she can watch the Lori Vallow trial. Unfortunately, none of them. The judge has ordered no live stream video, no video at all from the courtroom. Anything from the Lori Vallow trial is going to be audio, and it's going to be delayed until after court is done for the day, and then they'll make the entire recording available, just audio only. But you're going to be able to hear that on, I don't know, East Idaho News, I think, was carrying it. There's a couple channels that'll air that. Put the access through a VPN and you're done. Thank you, Susie, for becoming a member. Wonderful to have you in green. Make sure you take a seat and enjoy all the new emojis that are now at your disposal. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. Okay, so that's just trying to answer all your things. Let's see, 6-volt bus. I'll definitely be giving you a call, 6-volt. I think you can help me out a ton with my network issues. Okay. So other channels are saying that they might take 3 hours. 3 hours to start. So here's what I think we should do. I think it's almost lunchtime now. We might break for lunch. I will keep my connection set up and ready to go. We're gonna reopen the window. So we'll say basically that opening statements are beginning. As soon as we hear any action or anything starts, we're gonna go ahead and go live. We'll probably go live before the video starts at all. But I think we're gonna take a lunch break just so you guys can get a little bit of lunch. Feel free to walk around a little bit. Let's see, we're getting okay. So whoever just texted me, let's see who this was. Gleaves. Gleaves, what's your sister's name? And I can tell her directly. Is she listening? Thanks, Wildfire. You guys make it amazing here. Appreciate you guys. Lee, welcome to the gallery again. Good to have that green courthouse next to your name. Thank you again for your support, longtime support of the channel. I'm up and into WebEx. I'm open with that. But if it's going to be 3 hours before the jury selection starts, I'll keep the volume up here, and then Amber, if you want to. Obviously, keep me on speed dial in case something happens. We'll do this. Yeah, if you would like to join and watch trial with us, once the video actually starts, it's so much more interesting when we have video to go by instead of just audio. But if you want to watch the trial with us, with the video with us, we'd love to have you here. Honestly, we'd love for you to join us. Please, we'd love for you to click the subscribe button. Ring the little bell. That way, every time we go live, you get notified, and you'll be able to join us and just have fun. It's a great group to watch trial with. We are pretty much all friends here, and even though some of us have some disagreements on things, we can do it in a civil way. We can have, persuasive discussions that don't resort to name calling and, vitriol and all that. And it's a fun place to be, and it's because of you guys that it is that way. So I'd ask that if you did just happen to stumble across the channel, you go ahead and click that button and then return and join us. and ask your questions and have some fun. Letecia filed a lawsuit against the jail. What? Shar? I'm going to have to look at that. We use the spicy maple. Love it. Spicy maple pickles and diced up as a relish with pulled pork this weekend. We're going to need some pictures and a recipe. I need a recipe. She filed a federal lawsuit, so we won't be able to follow that, unfortunately. Federal, no cameras. We'll be showing the trial live. Yes, we will. The judge has given me specifically permission to do that, as well as everybody else, but I like to think it was just me. Opening statements are going to be this afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern time, which it may be sooner than that. It really may be sooner than that. She's not watching. Check burner. She probably won't answer. Leave a message. She'll probably faint that you called. Keg leaves. At this same number. Gleaves, let me know. I'd be happy to call her and let her know about the trial. 3 hours. Oh, the judge might be talking here. He's up by the mic again. Somebody's playing by the microphone. Yes, Forever in Blue. This is the Letecia Stauch trial in Colorado. They're finalizing the jury selection, and as soon as that's done, they're going to begin with opening statements. So we're listening live to the audio. The judges ordered audio only for jury selection. Then once the jury selection is done and the jury is safely seated in the box out of view of the cameras, they're going to turn on the video feed as well. And we'll have all of that for the duration of the court. She filed a suit that she wasn't receiving kosher food and that she wasn't receiving adequate medical attention. The other store, are we talking about Food Lion or Walmart? Food Lion's mostly a grocery store chain that's typically more eastern in the United States than western. The kosher diet was a surprise for me. I'm not sure why she does that. Yes, if you don't count Alaska and Hawaii. Paula, if you would like to become a member, it's sort of hard to do on a phone, but at the bottom of the screen of the chat window, there might be a $ box that you can click that, and it will give you an option to join. If you're on the channel page on the live stream, you may be able to see the join button on the channel page. That's an option. Or if you just type !gifts in chat, or just one person does it and someone else types it, you'll see a link that pops up on chat that allows you to change your settings on this channel to receive gifts. And then if somebody does gift a membership, YouTube might choose you to be gifted a membership. So those are the 3 ways. There's the link right here. You say there's a car chase? Can we bring up a car chase at the same time? We can do that. Let's see. I'm not seeing any current chase going on. Saw one back on the 30th. Hey, there's the judge. Emma's Kitchen. I've never tried candied jalapenos. They sound delicious. Pamper Glamper, good to have you in green here. Looks awesome. Thank you so much for your support. The green courthouse looks great by your name. Wildfire. This is great. I think a couple people might be able to relate. Yeah, Heather, I'm in North Carolina, and we have them here, but I don't travel a lot. I mean, I've only been out of the state since I moved here 4 years ago. I've only been out of the state maybe 3 or 4 times, and even then only to Virginia. Micah Ruddle, thank you for supporting me yet again. Green Courthouse by your name as well. Thank you so much. Pittsburgh Proud. I have not done the scorpion lollipops. I've seen those as a kid. Scares me to death. I grew up where there were some scorpions out in the desert, and those things are not joking around. And that's too bad, Kiefer. They shut down. Why is my live stream not working? Okay. Okay, should we do lunch? You guys good with that? Paula, you being here is enough. Just being here is great. You don't have to support my channel. Just love that you're here, that you watch with us every day, and you pop in chat when you can. If you do want to support the channel, you can do it through super chats as well as memberships, but those are not required. Just you being here is all. Chris Carroll, good to have you here. Good morning. Pamper Glamper, I'm up for lunch as well. Let's go ahead and wrap up for lunch. I'm gonna open up a chat. So I'll have a new window so we can go live here in just a little bit. Gold Clada, welcome. I will say this, Matthew Harris has just put a link in here. If you need more legal content until we return, he has some great videos. He posts new videos every single week. And some of them will really teach you a thing or two, and others will just make you laugh. But great legal content from Matthew Harris, a lawyer out of Texas. We love him here. He's great. Danny Austin, rescue me from decorating. She can see this. She can see this, Danny. Thank you so much, Danny. Appreciate it. She's gonna see it. I mean, I took it off the screen as quick as I could. I forgot I had the sounds turned off. I wonder it was so quiet here. Okay. Does NGI defense mean admission to murder? Not guilty by way of insanity.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
There's the sound effect. Not guilty by way of insanity. I'm not sure exactly how this goes because we've got one person saying she's insane and one person saying no. What should jurors get paid in the UK?
Back, taking it easy.
No, Lisa, in the UK, do you have jury trials for crime or civil or both? I thought that you have you can have a jury trial for one or the other, but I'm not sure which one it is. I don't remember. Having never had to go to court in the UK, luckily. I won't tell her, Danny. Awesome. All right, let's play some music. We're going to wrap this up here. for lunch. We're going to come back. Hopefully the lawyers will be able to be done with jury selection. We'll be able to start with the opening statements. We'll really give the opening statements. What they do is they lay the groundwork for what we're going to hear in the case, both from the prosecution and from the defense. It really just sort of spells things out, give us a heads up of what's going to happen, lets us know sort of the what they're thinking, their roadmap for how things are going to continue, which will be a lot of fun. We'll also get to see if there's going to be some spicy objections going back and forth. We've seen those before. That would be nice if we had some of that as well. So hopefully you can join us after lunch. Have a great lunch, whatever it is. We will be back here. We'd like all of you to be here. So please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and we'll be back here in a little bit. I'll have the window open. Probably take about an hour lunch. If they start before then, I'll take less than that. But if they start after, we'll just hang out and talk like we do. So sounds good. We'll have a new chat for you for sure. A new chat. If you're not able to return, if it's late in the day or something for some reason, please tonight when you go home, hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and stay safe till we go live again. It's going to be about an hour. Hopefully you can all return. It's going to be great. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.